Okay. I can see it's picking up now. I see it. All right.
Just chasing my shit, you know what I mean? I've been happy, I've been moving on my own accord, off my own desires, my own wants. Now, why am I saying all of that? All of that shit led me up into this point. 10 years later, after this song, I'm here. Here I am. I've been just chasing my shit, you know what I mean? Like following my dream and just trying to like head to the fall off in the way that I wanted to do it. And so I put out this project on Friday called Might Delete Later. I don't know how many people done checked it out or whatever, but I put this project out. And I swear to God, I'm so proud of that project because I know one, it's just a lead up. It's just an EP that leads me up to this thing that I've been working on for a long time. And I know the work it took to get to a certain type of skill level. And I love this shit. So that shit mean a lot to me, right? So I'm so proud of that project, except for one part. It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right? And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all, right? I damn near had a relapse, right? Because y'all heard some shit that happened 3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right? So all of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded. I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime. Boom, 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 right? Niggas want to see blood. And I was conflicted because one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly. But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness. I want to say catalog right now tonight, cheeks, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bro, that was the lamest, like goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path because I ain't going.
All right, dog. Let's get right to it. I'm not gonna lie. This is why hip hop should have no space for soft nerds. And this all started because of Twitter. J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, y'all whole career is based off of tweets and Twitter people and nerds. Because after a certain age group, dog, I was born and raised up on Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, NWA, Onyx, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Gucci dog, man. Like Gucci Mane, Jeezy, dog. The list can go. And you know what's so crazy? I literally when Joe was going so crazy with him on Saturday, I'm listening. I'm like, you child like dragging it. But then to hear him come back and apologize, I'm like, bro, you almost, I literally had to erase my first talking points because I was here to defend his 7-minute drill because I thought a bunch of people who were non-nerds felt the same way about Pimp a Butterfly. Then I had to catch myself. Charlamagne gave everybody donkey today for whoever was mad that J. Cole apologized. Of course, but you know what I thought? I caught myself because I said, hey, I remember just last week, I literally said, if you're looking for growth and mature in hip hop speaking spaces and they kind of outgrowing the hip hop conversation for real, go listen to the Breakfast Club because that is the direction they get in. So I kind of catch myself like, oh, this is the character Charlamagne is now. So I can't even be mad at him on that. I'm in the comments getting my whatever I wanted to get off because I'm like, but no, this is who he is. This man is an author. He trying to push some mental health stuff. So cool. That's fine and dandy. But I'm talking to for all you nerds, you people who sit on, I couldn't believe that it was grown men literally in my comments defending this soft behavior. I'm like, bro, this is like, I can't even understand this. I can't even wrap my brains around this. Like, it's no way in hell you telling me that this was okay. This one, he didn't call Kendrick Lamar his name. He didn't say nothing that really like crazy to him. He didn't disrespect his family or nothing. What is it to apologize for? Besides, you say his career, a lot of it is all hype and gas in his cheeks, and people was riding for you. I don't necessarily know if he's seen the Joe Budden clip, and then that kind of made him feel salty because Joe. But no, one thing, Joe was just a great podcaster, so he was, of course, he's going to drag it just like a good pastor will. I'm gonna get my point across, and I'm gonna just keep dragging it home so you can feel this in your soul. But you shouldn't allow that to have you sit here and go, no, it's no return from you. Just literally did career suicide. There's no return back for you after doing this. What can you say? Because you can't even rap like I'm really in the big three no more. I'm the greatest rapper of all time. Your last big verse was first person shooter. You was calling yourself Muhammad Ali, and it's just me and Drake and this, that, and the third. Like, are you crazy, dog? How do you do that? And I literally was coming here to shoot him some bad because I'm like, I can imagine how hard it is to diss somebody. One, y'all nerds, and that's why nerds shouldn't even be in nobody's top 5 rapping category because y'all don't have nothing to diss with each other about. Y'all been in long-term relationships and y'all got kids and you're nerds. You ain't done nothing. Ain't nobody never knock you out. You ain't never been locked up. Nothing never happened to you. So what can I really diss you about besides your music catalog? Of course I can't say nothing to you. Y'all not, and that's the thing. That was the only thing that was blowing me when I was listening to Joe on Saturday. I'm like, he's not Beanie Siegel. He's not the Locks. He's not real street dudes, and they not from the same city. So it's like, it's a difference. Like me and you from a perfect example, I could use it. If you go back, I could just for local people. And it's not even local because I'm sure if you was really on World Star Hip Hop at that time, you probably even know about it. When Shy Glizzy dissed Fat Trail, that diss hit harder than when Shy Glizzy dissed Chief Keef. Now, don't get us twisted. Both of them songs crank. But the direct diss and where I can actually spill some tea on you, of course, the person who live in the same city as me, it's going to hit harder because I can know personal information from you, especially if you somebody really that been outside before. Of course, you're going to have some type of dirt because you're going to take some type of L. Nobody is Floyd Mayweather. Nobody undefeated in the street. Somebody that got beat up before. Somebody that got a gun took from them. Different things where you only people who from your city may know about you. And that's why even like when Academics was going back and forth with Meek Mills, that's why he was bringing up all the Philly people because Philly people can only give you real dirt on Meek Mills because he's from Philly. So you could tell us, oh, what neighborhood he ain't from neighborhood or what neighborhood he was fake claiming or this, that, and the third. Like I didn't know about he's claiming 2 different neighborhoods and stuff like that. Only Philly people will understand it. So yeah, of course, you can't really expect J. Cole to give Kendrick Lamar no crazy besides sit here and call a spade a spade. And I even seen the dude who owned TDE punching. He was like, dang, that's crazy. I get to really see a lot of y'all true colors. And I was just like, yeah, because most of these people who speak in the hip-hop media space are scared skirts. You are the biggest record label on the West Coast. Nobody can't really keep it a buck with you and say, oh, we thought Pimp a Butterfly was trash if I'm still trying to go to the West Coast. That wouldn't make no sense because you can make it very hard for somebody to be able to breathe and walk around in the West Coast if they sit here and try to play with you. The same reason why people talk crazy about Whack 100, but they don't be running to be like, oh yeah, I'm on the West Coast besides Young Thug and Lil Durk. Like, what are we talking about? Like, it just be certain things to be like.
Same what Lil Duval said.
What? Oh, why would you quit a rap beef that you know that you for a fact you couldn't die in? That's my point. Like, that's corny.
Like, who thought this was gonna be any more than this?
Nobody. And that's my point. Like, I cannot believe J. Cole. Like, bro, that's I couldn't imagine. Like, I'm trying to put it in sports terms. That even when people was like, I'm like, bro, that's just like, I don't necessarily know how many of y'all watch sports, but that's like when LeBron dunked on Kevin Love. Bro, they played on the team together for at least 5 years.
So did he get kicked out the Big Three for that?
Yes.
Hold up. My only thing is, all right, what's this the same thing as Kyrie and LeBron. When Kyrie wanted out of Cleveland and he was talking bad, like, oh, I want to be the star and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when he went to Boston and then he went to Brooklyn, he got like, oh, damn, I want to be back with LeBron.
Of course.
And he came out and said, well, yeah, that's the greatest player I played with. I want to be back with him. So let's just say, I feel like me personally, I think it's like, I did it for the rollout.
Basketball is not rap.
Yes.
I did it for I feel like he did it for the rollout, though.
What's the rollout?
Like he knew, or what
His tape was about to drop.
he knew his tape was about to drop. He saw what Kendrick did for the whole Future
And he knew
project,
he had
so he
that,
probably he like let me.
But my only thing to him is though, and I even like a lot of people, I'm surprised. Like if you are really J. Cole fans, he do this every year for Dreamville Fest. He drop a mixtape every year before it.
But
he
I'm
literally
saying-
just
but you
dropped
knew
one
that-
last year
but
and
you
dropped
knew
one the
that-
year before
but
that.
you knew that was gonna be the buzz because you saw what he.
Yeah, but how? But if that's not, but this is my only thing that was blowing me because this is almost like somebody bringing a religious thing. And I even wrote a girl back. I'm like, bro, you know, I'm super religious in the moment, but I can separate the two. When it comes to sports and it comes to music, bro, that religious stuff is out the door. I got a homegirl of mine, and one day she was asking me, "Oh, why you don't listen to gospel rap?" Because that's not what. When I listen to, we talked about this on here before. No, when I listen to gospel, I want that stuff to make me feel like I'm trying to catch the Holy Ghost. I ain't trying to hear some nigga rap over a goddamn drill beat and try to throw God in it. Nah, dog, leave that at the door. That's not for me. I don't want to hear it. Like, don't get it twisted. I may have like one or two of those type of songs. It was super catchy, and then I may have liked it. Like the dude that caught, I forgot what he had. Like it was like one of them little viral songs, and it was like a drill church jump. Cool one, but I'm not going to run and look for that. Like separate that too. Don't get on the microphone and sit here in front of all these people who paid. Oh, these are, and this is crazy thing. I'm watching the Lakers game. My younger brother hit the group chat. He was like, "Man, I can't believe J. Cole did." My younger brother is a real live J. Cole diehard fan. And he was sick to his stomach that J. Cole did some horse. Come on, dog. You can't we are, dog, let's be clear. As men, and that's only certain things that we can be fans of, and we proudly can be fans of. Your sports team, your favorite rapper. And that's arguments that start in every barbershop. That's why even when we was talking last week, and I sit here and said, dog, every rapper has a certain type of demographic. Nobody don't want to be honest about it, but dog, everybody, dog, if you come from the hood or close to a hood, or you know enough hood people, dog, you want people in the hood to ride around and listen to your music, dog. You don't want to sit here and make music and then be like, damn, only white people like my shit. You're going to feel like, damn, am I even really black? And what am I missing out on? Because you're going to want the hood to ride around to. You want to say, when you drop your new project, though, it's no better feeling if you're an artist and you can sit here and say, I dropped my new project and I can ride through my city or any other city and everybody in their mother planet. Like, that's my whole thing. Like, dog, J. Cole literally just wet the bed. Because what can you rap about now? You bad enough, barely can you just be rapping for real in the first place. So, like, now, what is your subject matter going to be? It's no more I'm the greatest. It's no more big three. It's no more I'm this, that, and the third. Like, you can't even beat your chest on that no more, dog.
He said put Future in there. Then the young people said put NBA Youngboy.
Nigga, put Nicki Minaj in there at this point. Like, damn, at least we know she ain't going back down. Like, Jesus, I cannot. Dog, that's my whole, this thing about it.
Like, he went, like, crazy on some super disrespectful. Like, you just discredit his music for real.
Dog, Nicki Minaj sit here and just talked about Meg Thee Stallion mother, and this man literally sit here and she went on a whole tour about it and never she ain't think twice. She never, not one time in her mind, she felt like she took it too far. Dog, this is hip hop, and that's why I could not believe. I'm like, bro, it's understand like if women kind of want to come to the fence. Okay, there's women because it's kind of like, all right, we gotta have some graces. Like, all right, they don't get it. You don't understand that killer instinct. And of course, you can tell a lot of people don't understand the killer instinct when it came to Angel Reese with the waving and all that stuff. Like, dog, it's just something you need. Like, Drake, if people felt that Angel Reese should have been crying after that game, like, and I seen Charlamagne. I listened to Charlamagne, and he was saying that his only beef with women's basketball was he was mad that Juju cried after she lost, and he was mad at Angel Reese because she was crying. And I feel like you could, if you're watching enough sports, you've seen enough men even cry. So that's especially after a huge L, and you know that's the end of your season. But dog, J. Cole to literally get on that festival stage. Oh, you talking about, this is a 2-weekend event. People live and come to see you in the middle of West Bubblefuck, North Carolina, and you literally had the audacity to apologize, dog. And the reason why I say that's why it's no space for nerds in rap, because you're too smart. You got too much feelings and emotion. We talking about for street dudes, dog. This is it. I don't have no other choice. This is either I'm gonna rap my ass off and come up with some hit records to change me and my entire family's life, or nigga, it's over. I'm gonna be in jail somewhere. But for a nerd, when you smart enough that I can go get a corporate America job, or I could have been a lawyer, or I could have been a doctor, this, that, and the third, there's no place for you in hip hop because you always in the back of your mind, you know that you can do something else. But for somebody from the streets, I can't do nothing else. This is it. If it don't work on this mic, I'm going to jail, dog. Or I'm going to get some warehouse job and probably beat my wife's ass for the rest of her life because I don't want to see it because I'm mad as hell. What are we talking about, dog? Like, that's how it be. Like, listen, we got to call a spade a spade, and that's what it's built off of. You got to think about it. Even if for people, I don't necessarily know how many of y'all listening, y'all don't know no local rappers, or you never been to open mics or stuff. It's open mics all across the world. Maybe they might not be as popular as they used to be like in the early 2000s, dog, but I've thrown enough open mics to know that you got to be, even if you feel like you a cornball to the rest of the city, at least to your neighborhood, you got to be somebody, and your neighborhood gonna come out and support you. That's just like even in a go-go band. Dog, you had to be official to even get a mic from a popular band. Like, if you were just a regular dude from the hood, they didn't just let some random nigga just get on a mic with them. You had to actually be somebody. Your neighborhood had to mean something, and you had to mean something to your neighborhood to even get on a mic to be a special guest. And And that's why you only seen a handful, though. If you think, especially for all the go-go levels, y'all think about it. Backyard and TCB, when Polo was alive, though, you probably can only literally name 5 people that ever got on the mic with both of them.
That wasn't in the band.
That wasn't in a band, or even if they was in a band. You still probably only can name 5. And talking about to the point where they still recorded and put it out on the CD as well. No, but that's my point. Because people, you have to be credible of that, and that's why I say that's why we live in a day and age, especially when we talk about Twitter. And I was on Twitter all day today, just looking at people like I see like Peter Rosenberg. People don't know who that is. He work on Hot 97 and he do the morning show with Ebro. He's like, I respect Cole for apology, but I'm like, you white, oh, you Jewish, you from Bethesda, Maryland. Of course you're okay with that, and that's my point.
But do it really affect his fan base? J. Cole.
No, yeah, not J. Cole fan.
So
no, but it probably depends though. I'm not gonna sit here and say it probably doesn't affect. Let's just say if we do it percentage wise, it may affect 80%.
Somebody who just became a J. Cole fan.
Yeah, no, I mean not 80%. It may affect 20%. Not all of them, but
probably not even 25.
That's what I'm saying. And a true J. Cole fan not gonna care about that.
Yeah, because they ain't.
I think if you're a real J. Cole fan and you liked him because you felt like he was a pure hip hop fan, and I think it depends on how old you are. Because let's say like our younger brother, he like how old are you? What you like young, like early 30s? Still, my whole point of it is so you still grew up on the 50 Cents and whatever. Okay, and then J. Cole may be like one of the newer artists that you may have liked. So it's gonna be a hard pill to swallow. Pause. No Diddy. It's gonna be hard for you to sit here because like I grew up on 50, and damn, the J. Cole you just did this.
But I don't think J. Cole fans look at him to be doing that. And then I think J. Cole fans are Kendrick fans. That's why they
I don't think
I do think they both. I do think they both shit.
But other rap fans like us, we looking at them like, nigga, you tripping. And that is Drake in the picture too. Like, nigga, you tripping.
I'm not gonna lie to you. J. Cole probably set up the best alley-oop for Drake. Like Drake gotta nail this one. Like, don't drop. You have to nail this out the park because whatever Drake thought he was about to record, now he almost got to restart again. Like he got to restart because damn, J. Cole just literally fumbled the ball like this. Like you fumbled the ball on the goal line. He pulled a Zay Flowers. Like this is the goddamn AFC Championship game, and you literally fumbled the ball literally at the end zone. Now it's a touchback, dog.
Is Drake on the time limit or not?
He got to be.
I think he on the time limit. I think his time limit probably is you give it. Because we know Future dropping this week, so after Future, probably like I'm gonna see what Future gonna come with.
That's why Drake probably ain't dropped yet because he probably trying to see what's on the second.
Yeah, what's on the second project? I don't want to let my whole clip off, and then I got to come right back in the studio again. So let me see what you really about to go crazy with. So yeah, I give it to you. Drake got probably like another week. But if he come crazy, if he make you wait until May 1st, and he come OD retarded, like he come with something crazy then back to back, and I think we all know that Drake can do that. Because I was even on my way here, I was so mad at J. Cole. I said, let me listen to this Future John. I'm like. Yeah, that's a hard dog. That song is a hit, and it's hard to sit here and you try to sit here and come back over because that was going to be my only beef with J. Cole. Was like that beat you picked was so mellow, it was so chill, and it was just like dog.
I mean, but you know he gonna do that. He ain't gonna come on no Future type joint.
But you probably should have because you sit here, you can't come with a regular mellow diss track and you going up against a hit record.
Then it would have slung because he probably couldn't finesse the beat.
You crazy? He finesse first person shooter. The first person shooter is the same tempo as that really like that, or at least that little drop off part when Drake be playing with the who to go, say it then like that. Big as a super like that. Let's be clear, that first person shooter, that song sounds big. Like it sound like. You couldn't get that from nobody bigger than Drake. Like you couldn't. Only other person who could give you something as big as that is like somebody to the caliber of like Future or Beyonce. Like that fucking first person shooter. That song just sounds huge, and it was just like I could not believe J. Cole. Like that's in front of your. This was a home game, dog. Like the only sports comparison to me you can compare this to is like how the cat. Like I ain't talking about LeBron fans. I'm talking about Cleveland Cavaliers fan. When LeBron said, "I'm taking my talents to South Beach." Like that was so disrespectful, though. Like, how do you let your fans down? Like people who literally came, like, bro, people come from all over the world from Dreamville Fest.
I would have came out to that joint.
Like exactly, like dog, your festival, like dog. But you got to crazy, dog. I'm talking about you. He literally had the timeline. Like so many people was, people was taking a dump on Kendrick Lamar's whole entire catalog. Like they was going crazy. Only John did nobody. You can if you somebody sit here and say good kid, Mad City, not a classic. I can't talk music with you because you dragging it. But everything else is up for debate.
You say he too old. It ain't sit right with his soul. He over that type of stuff.
Oh, this is rap.
But I feel like he probably think somebody might say the same thing about me and my catalog. Like I can't. You can jump out there, but then it's like, all right, start comparing numbers. Your catalog don't.
That's what Charlamagne was saying. He like he said that because he knew he was lying. He's basically he's saying Kendrick Lamar is fire. He's not. It's like
it's not. And
I feel like what he said true. And Charlamagne talking about, you know, you said a lie, J. Cole. That's why you
it's
trying to
not.
apologize. Like, nigga, that shit is hype. That's some West Coast hype.
Some West Coast hype and there's some, and you can always just tell because people play,
hype.
some industry hype. That's all it is. And that's why I was so disappointed in J. Cole. I'm like, dog, you said you spit all facts because you're absolutely right. The industry gassed this man up, had his head big as all outdoors. Because dog, people ain't running and say, oh, can I get a Kendrick Lamar feature? Like, that's not a thing.
He don't even drop enough.
Yeah, I can't believe J. Cole. You can't wet the bed like that. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine if he disappointed me, and I'm not even a J. Cole fan, dog. Like, I'm not a fan of neither one of them niggas. So, but that still just was like, damn, to just for somebody who I love music. Like, I'm just like, I love that I love the competitiveness in music. I love how J. Cole went crazy on First Person Shooter, was talking crazy. I love how Kendrick Lamar went crazy and dissed Drake and all them. But now I know for a fact, J. Cole gave Drake the best alley-oop of all times, though. I swear to God. Like, you couldn't ask for a better alley-oop than that. Because now you could erase the whole entire board. Everybody in front of you, they at your mercy now.
He pulled a move like he knew he did something he wasn't supposed to do. Like, damn, I know I'm gonna get a spanking tomorrow. Like, my mother gonna whoop my ass tomorrow when I get home. When she found out I drove her car.
Why would you do that? But then you sit here and say, man, I'm cool. And if you don't like what I said in the song, you can respond. I'm gonna take it on the chin. Yeah. Take it like what?
So that meant he ain't coming back. He ain't dropping none.
Oh, you basically like you sound like he was up there retiring. Like, what the hell are you talking about, dog? Like, no way, dog. You're a man, dog. Pull your skirt down, dog. Like, there's no, I don't want to hear no, it wasn't right. Like, dog, you just rapped. Rapping ain't right with your spirit. What are we talking about? Like, what did you grow up listening to? Like, that's the next time somebody interview J. Cole. Like, give me your top 5 favorite rappers.
Ain't nobody gonna interview them. Niggas don't do no interviews.
I can't, like, what the hell are you talking about? This ain't sit right in my spirit, dog. Oh my God. Now you ask me, why do I listen to all the drill gangster rappers when I'm in the gym? Because you could, if I'm trying to listen to niggas my age, these niggas wet the bed like whores. Like, what, dog? For real, diss Lil Wayne, dog. Like, what are we talking about, dog? Mr. Me Too is a Lil Wayne diss song from Pharrell in the clips. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Like, what are we talking about, dog? That was that's a whole Lil Wayne diss. Because, you know, at that time, Pharrell Bennett was wearing the babe, and that's why the whole, go back and listen to the song. When they was talking about babe and ape and all that stuff, he was basically, Pharrell, like, nigga, I was doing all that first.
Damn, I never knew that.
Yeah, Mr. Me Too was a Lil Wayne diss. But guess what? And it's still, and if you think about it, if you go back and look at it, though, Lil Wayne ain't never worked with Pharrell and none of them since then. And that's what I'm talking about. We talking about the spirit of hip hop, dog. Lil Wayne still ain't never done a song with Pusha T or Pharrell since then, and Drake or nobody else ain't never done nothing with Pharrell or the clip since then. That's real hip. It's hip hop beef. That ain't no street shit. They not about to get in no brawl and beat up each other or nothing. You talking about that was in the early 2000s when you ain't never heard Pharrell or none of them get into no scuffle with each other or nothing. Like, I'm like, dog, what are we talking about?
Poodle nuts. He's scared.
I can't believe J. Cole, dog.
He should never did that, though.
Damn, you let your fans.
What was the point of dropping a song? Because I'm sure.
No, he ain't even allow it a whole weekend. Like, you literally, like, dog, I'm talking about literally for everybody in their mother who, just thinking about it, for all the podcasters who, of course, listen to Joe Budden and you wanted to dispute or debate whatever he was saying, you can't have to erase that. If that was on your topic list, you had to erase that shit today. He ain't give you he ain't literally give it 72 hours, dog.
That shit was 24 hours. I'm sure it ain't sit right with your spirit when you was recording it or when you, before you dropped it.
That's why I say I just feel like I knew, all right, if I get this attention, but the way, like I said, the attention you did got, you ain't feel like, damn, this shit.
Yeah, but you got to think about it, Marcus. What attention was you really going to get? Because you wasn't going to be able to outshadow the second week of Beyonce. So it's like you wasn't gonna, like, it wasn't like your project was going to chart. And then you talking about offer some hit records like, all right, Glow and Meg Thee Stallion. Like, we talking about charting wise, you wasn't gonna hit the charts this weekend. Like, just
the hype up.
No, I think you would. He would hit the charts off of that.
Off of what? What was he gonna hit the charts on?
Off of the diss. I feel like people kept going to the diss just because he dissed them.
I mean, maybe you did. I didn't listen to that diss song more than I listened to that Meg and Glow. Get him, Glow. Get him, Glow.
I mean, I listened
to
the
whole
album.
Get him, man. Like, yeah, but that still wasn't going to chart. Like, Beyonce did 400,000 the first week. How much do you think it was going to drop off the next week? Let's say 200,000. He still wasn't about to do 200,000 on no mixtape.
I mean,
but how much did the song do?
That's for a moment anyway, though.
I don't know. I don't see no numbers for it, but I just know for a fact it was too much new music that came out. You wasn't that if that didn't fit right with your spirit, you should have just let that stay where it was. And I'm not gonna lie, just because I talked about GloRilla for a second, I do wish she would have put Meg Thee Stallion on the song that Moneybagg Yo was on. I like that song, but I wish she would have put him on the Moneybagg Yo John, because Moneybagg Yo just slummed that song. Like, she didn't need him on it. Like, I get it. I understand that Yo got to be trying to like cross promote his artist, but I'd rather you sit here. You could have went 2 Meg Thee Stallion songs.
Moneybagg Yo's all hype.
Yeah, he is mid doo doo. I'm not, but just real quick, but I guess before the dog, Meg Thee Stallion, that twerking video, though, that joint had 42 million views, though. 40, though, imagine 42, though. You can control that type. And let me just put numbers onto it. Of course, it's not the same long period of time, but y'all think about how many people talked and argued about the women's basketball game. So, of course, for people who don't know, Iowa played South Carolina yesterday. The highest watching jump, like, just period, especially for college basketball or women's or men's, 18 point something million, almost hit at 19 million. Meg Thee Stallion had 42 million people watch her shake her ass, dog. That's double that numbers. And I think about how many people racially arguing about the Caitlyn and all that, dog. And 42 million people still watch Meg Thee Stallion shake them cheeks. Shout outs to Meg, dog. And shout outs to all the women who just as creepier as the dudes. I seen girls tweeting that was like, I ain't no better than the niggas. I literally watched Meg shake her ass. Like, I watched this video 100 times back to back. And I'm not gonna lie to you, as artists, I do feel like they should gotta figure out a way to kind of count those streams on Instagram and TikTok, because it's like, this is like, no, look, that's 42. Somebody heard that song 42 million times now.
I think don't they count something?
No. Well, the TikTok was doing the TikTok charts, but I don't think none of them songs whatever. I think CMG is under Universal, so that means none of them songs ain't on it.
But they still get like the revenue from Instagram though, right? If you the views.
No, Instagram be janky with that. Like, Instagram don't be cutting them checks. Top just sent me a joint today, and it was talking about how they get more ads on YouTube, but they ain't breaking bread like YouTube.
Yeah, Instagram janky.
Hey, at one point in time, they was paying people for views, but nah, it ain't like that no more. Hell no. You want to get your own.
Was paying, that shit was crazy at that time. Anyway.
Damn, 40. Shout outs to Meg, though.
She got all the girls posting videos to that joint.
That is, listen to what I'm telling you. That is the new, again, like I said, that's the new radio, and that is smarter than radio, though. That literally, like, just think about how many, like,
I done seen it cool.
No, the other girl she posted, I don't even know who that girl was, but she was in a bathing suit. Though her Jones had like 25 million. So you talking about combine them two combined songs, you talking about almost damn near 70 million people.
Was that Natalie? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it's not Natalie Nunn, but it's Natalie something. Whatever her name is Natalie something. I don't know what her name is, but it's Natalie something. Yeah, that's who it was.
Huh? That was Natalie Nunn.
Oh, that's who that was?
Yeah. But she had like the little gray.
No, not the girl with the dress. I'm talking about the girls, and the next girl was with a bathing suit
that's
on.
somebody else.
Yeah, the girl with the bathing suit. Oh my God, boy, she went crazy. The one that had the best jump, though, I ain't gonna hold you, was Johnny Blaze.
Her name's Scotty.
Yeah, I ain't see it.
Johnny
That's
Blaze.
the one that had the pink under.
Yeah,
Scotty.
Oh, Scotty.
Yeah, she with Natalie Nunn.
Yeah, nigga, Johnny Blaze went crazy. Oh my God, dog. That's what we talking about, real hip hop, dog. J. Cole, go tuck your tail somewhere, you goddamn Fruit Loop. Let that joint load up.
I'll hop on that one.
Huh?
If I was Drake, I'll hop on that one.
Oh, yeah, I would too.
Filter joint.
Why you don't turn the screen thing to a longer time?
What you mean?
So you don't gotta keep moving it like when it go to sleep mode.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. Oh, you know, we do it after that. I don't. And 22s. You ready? let's get into your people though. The DMV people, I'm not gonna lie. DMV Twitter was up in an uproar today trying to defend Wale. And you know what's so crazy? Clout is a hell of a drug because though I seen so many people, and sometimes I always be like, I'm there, like maybe I'm too conscious on that I know people in real life know me. So I be conscious on things that I may say on social media, the way I may try to betray myself on social media. I literally seen dudes that I know for a fact. I watched girls protect y'all before, and y'all was tweeting Meek Mills like y'all was gonna do something to Meek Mills. How you gonna do something to Meek Mill? And that's again what I'm talking about when we talk about rap beef and this and third. I'm literally watching people I know for a fact ain't probably never been in a fight in their life. And if it was a group of their friends, I've seen with my own 2 eyes a group of your friends fighting, and you escort yourself out of the door expeditiously in my TI voice, and you had the audacity to tweet Meek Mills. That was crazy to me.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit caught me off guard, like just the whole thing, because people always going ham with Wale, and it's like today they took off
that shit. But
that nigga Chef said, Meek, he a bitch, but that's our bitch.
But that's crazy to me. Like, dog, when he had like, come on, dog. Like
and,
this.
And Fat Trail just tweeted him.
Tweeted Meek Mill?
Wale. He said, Wale know I don't play the Twitter shit. When time get real like this, he know who to call.
But that's to me is the reason why is like I said, I don't like you said, I don't respect it because like you said, any other day y'all go on Wale, y'all don't show him. If y'all show Wale this type of love on the regular, Wale could be in the conversation of the big 3 because he make the music. Let's be clear. If we sit here talking about catalogs, though, I will put Wale catalog hit for hit against Drake. I mean, not Drake, but J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar on any given Sunday. But y'all niggas banish this nigga every other week. So nobody can't even like, bro. He don't sit here and he don't even be on social media. But again, Meek Mills is one of the corniest people when it comes to social media. And I swear to God, so social media has done Meek Mills no type of justice at all at no point in his career. YouTube did. Let's be clear. Him rapping on the videos on YouTube and this World Star Smack DVD, that all did Meek career amazingly. We talking about via social media, bro. He literally is the absolute corniest nigga on planet Earth when they get on social media, though. What did you like? I'm trying to think in my brain. If you sit here talking about how street you are, this and the third, and you saying Meek Mills is, I mean, Wale is not a street person. Explain to me what you want a non-street nigga to do if a street dude pull up on him. And somebody who, yeah, think about it. The Dean dude, I'm 100% positive he was introduced to Wale as Meek Enforcer. He this Meek friend. He put in work by Ozzy Blah in Philly. So I'm in Philadelphia for WrestleMania. And he come up to me, oh, what's up, Wale? Boom, boom, boom. And they probably ain't seen each other in years because the Dean dude been locked up. And Wale and Meek ain't really probably been friends in some years now. So they ain't seen each other in a long time. But I'm sure the Dean dude and him and Wale ain't never had bad words or no type of exchange. And since Wale and Meek probably had a real fallout, the dude Dean was in jail. So I'm sure he don't got no animosity towards Meek. And he's still trying to, finesse his way around music. So if him and Wale still good and he's still trying to clean up his face, because anytime when I listen to his academics interview, that's all he was trying to say. Like, I'm just trying to clean my face up in the industry so I can still move around and make money on my own. So I'm sure if he see Wale, boom, 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 and him and Wale been cool and him, they got some rapport, why wouldn't I say what's up to him? Why wouldn't we take a picture? And it ain't like they was like super, like they just took a random club picture.
And like he said though, like it really, people really get back cool, you know what I'm saying? So it don't like you don't want to choose a side because some. But
even my thing though, but Wale not a street dude. What you wanted him to do? He in Philly.
Did Wale post the picture or somebody else?
I don't know who posted the picture. Most people probably seen it just from Meek's tweet. Ain't nobody. Wale ain't posting nothing on his Instagram or nothing, and God knows how long.
I'm about to say it. Then what if he really don't know what's going on? Because I haven't seen Wale on the internet forever.
Yeah, he don't be on the internet.
I don't know if he be scrolling like actually on his phone, but he haven't been posting no videos, no music, no nothing. Like this is first time because of that Wale mania. Yeah.
But my thing is still, what would you want him to say? What am I supposed to say to a street dude from Philly and I'm in Philly? I'm a non-street dude. You telling me your whole premise of these tweets was to defame my character. You saying how soft I was. You say the first time you met me, I got beat up by basically you said at a party. Nigga, you might as well say it was Kevin Durant party. Or anybody old enough to know what you was talking about. We all know what party you talking about. Because again, like when I was talking about the J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, you can't have real tea. But that was before social media was as big. Like he said, phones really wasn't out. That was a word of mouth thing. If you went to Love, it was an after party situation. Kevin Durant had his birthday party at Love. So that's what he was talking about. But for everybody of a certain age, if you in your 30s, you already know this story. You didn't spill no tea, Meek. You felt like you was just like, oh, I'm about to spill this tea the first time. Like, nigga, we already know this story. This is old. It happened. Get over it. Kevin Durant and Wale is cool now.
About to fight.
Yeah, but this was like I want to say this was like even Kevin Durant. Maybe I ain't gonna say his rookie year, but it was still OKC though, and it was like early in his career, like early in his career. But like I said, that was just like, well, I don't know. Meek Mill's 20, dog.
DMV Twitter was going crazy today, though.
But I'm just talking about the people I've actually seen. Like, I literally didn't watch y'all get beat up. I done seen y'all not fight. And you literally, like, I was like, y'all are crazy. But again, like, when you send me the job, I'm like, bro, people, the sad thing is when your name is hot in the algorithms, that's the crazy, and that is the kind of thing I guess to even give, like, not to shoot Diddy no bill, but to kind of see how quick people be ready to throw a story on you or throw something on you or throw your name in the mix. Because even Asian dog shit, like, oh, Wale's probably like the worst celebrity of all times or whatever the case may be. Like, he's so mean. And I'm like, no, I'm just like, I don't necessarily, like, why is he even supposed to know you for real? Like, I don't even know if y'all two should even be in the same rooms ever.
Yeah, I replied to her.
But he replied like jokingly, like, damn, that's messed up. You hurt my feelings. You called me ugly.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And Paul's no homo, no Diddy. Nigga, girls like Wale. Wale ain't an ugly nigga. Women like that dark skin, smooth, R&B, rapping, singing nigga. They like him a lot. Girls like, if ain't nobody else don't like Wale, girls like Wale. So for her to come out there and say that, and she even apologized, like, I was just joking, but you are mean. But it's just like, bro, that's corny to me. Like, it'd just be like, all right, your name hot on the algorithm. Everybody wants something to sit here and say, let me throw myself in the mix. I was disappointed in Meek Mill for that one. Like, dog, just explain to me what you wanted him to do in that situation. Like, I can't imagine Wale doing nothing else besides taking that picture.
And like you said, like, we don't know y'all for being cool. Y'all been had, you know what I'm saying, stuff going on.
Yeah, that's the weird part. And just again, I guess, before we get off the Meek Mill situation, that little dance that's going viral, I think it's called the fishing challenge. And it's a New York song. Cause I did see they cooked them. They went up on Funk Master Flex. The two dudes I guess was on that song.
That's what they played last week, right?
Nah, I ain't play that. No, I didn't play it. Did I play? No, hell no. No, I ain't play it.
That Casher, I thought you played that song.
No, I sent it to you, but I think I sent it to you last week. But I know I ain't played it on here. Nah, hell no.
What they say on Flex?
They just went up there like freestyling, but it wasn't freestyling. They was like on their Milli Vanilli shit.
You said they said they cooked them?
Oh no, they was in the comments. You know, like when they post, you know, of course when they posted on Instagram, you know, Hot 97, nigga, Funk Master Flex, like it used to be a thing where he used to say, everybody can't come up here. If you ain't got real bars, you can't come up here. Like that used to be his slogan. So people in the comments was
I thought she was saying they cooked meat for them.
Oh no.
They cook they freestyle.
Yeah, they cook their freestyle. Yeah, they cook their freestyle. Yeah.
But that's why every rapper not built for that. Like you gotta know your lane. I never seen Future don't need to do interviews or freestyle. Like he know his lane. I'm not about to go over there and do this. He probably did one joint since he became a rapper.
Yeah, but I do think, I mean, you know how I feel. Just to me, even if that you feel like that's not your lane, I do feel like you should get comfortable enough to make it your lane. And that's something that I do respect Lil Yachty for, because he kind of don't care. Like people get, like, if you really don't pay attention, and I get it, I understand, especially after you're of a certain age, and me and Marcus talk about that all the time. Everybody not gonna listen to everything that come out new every Friday. But I think one thing I like about Lil Yachty is he's never too big to tap into a new lane. Like he did it, and I talked about this maybe like 2 years ago now when he first hopped on the Detroit lane. Before Detroit got scorching hot like it is right now with all their rappers, though, Lil Yachty did a whole project called Michigan Boat Boy. And he had every rapper from Michigan on his project. Now he just put out. Though. It's not, because you still just rap. Like, no, let's be
studio rapping versus trying to go off the dome when a beat drop.
No. But let's be real. Nobody ain't real live really going off the dome no more. Most people, even if it's just like battle rapping, they not going off the dome. They got their jumps memorized down. They may throw it off the dome in the mix of it. But when you sitting here about to battle somebody, though, them battles is written down. You just gotta memorize them like a good actor.
Yeah, but we talking about freestyle at the radio. Them niggas be really freestyle.
Dog, Funk Master, let me tell you something. One Funk Master Flex let you pick your beat. So if you know you're going up there for a minute, you can sit and say, all right, I'm about to come up there, I'm gonna freestyle this beat. You can write that jump and memorize it so much so you can punch into the jumps. Nah, dog. I can't give nobody no.
Let me ask y'all this. What y'all think about Wale? Can he go against J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake?
He can't go against Drake, but he can go against the other two.
So if he dropped it, like if I was him, I'd drop some of them. Like y'all got me fucked up since he always talking about
I don't but see, I don't think that's him though.
Who, Wale?
Yeah, I don't ever see like him on a diss track, him dissing somebody.
Not dissing him, he got this, but like Charlamagne said, you could talk shit like nigga, I'm that nigga with this rap shit.
Yeah, I think
keep leaving me out, y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah, I think for people who try to slide, like people try to slide Big Sean in that conversation, I think Wale has a more realistic footing in that conversation than Big Sean.
And a better career.
Of course, yeah, a way better career. Like a way better career than Big Sean.
But if he wants some attention, I would try. If I was Big Sean, because like I said, everything they've been stepping on, everything you done released these last couple of weeks. If you really want to get,
that's because the sad thing is, I don't think Big Sean don't got no real fan base for real. Like your stuff can only get stepped on if you don't have real fans. Because even like I just said with Lil Yachty, because I feel like Lil Yachty got enough. Lil Yachty has put in enough sweat equity with me that I can sit here and say, if I see Lil Yachty endorsing something or he on a project, I'm at least give it an honest listen. Not sitting here saying the whole thing gonna be for me, because it wasn't. That whole project wasn't for me, because it was a lot of that you're yelling, and it was a bunch of like super like almost like, I ain't gonna sit here and say like on the Rico Nasty lane, but it was It was close to it. It was close enough to it. Like he had a lot of that new whatever they got going on in Atlanta, that hype, yelling, rapping, like, but it was some songs on there. I'm like, oh, cool. I can add these to my gym playlist. And again, that's why I said for me, it's easier for me to have an ear for certain music because I listen to it in the gym, and it's not necessarily, it always gotta be just like super lyrical miracle. It ain't gotta be barring you to death. You can, I mean, like I said, I like Lil Yachty Jones. Do I think Big Sean can? I just think he need to get a real fan base. I think you can't take breaks and then you trying to get like hot again, and it ain't a hit record. Like Big Sean pop out. Okay, like I said, I listened to that song. It was cool. He was rapping. Like, it was all right, straight. You had some bars on it. It was cool. But again, it's still not a hit. So I listened to it once. I heard the bars, cool. But I'm not about to repeat it. Like I'm only go listen to it every weekend. Like
he dropped like that, so he probably don't care about rap for
real. Maybe. He did his Tiny Desk, and I seen like girls try to like force it. Like his Tiny Desk was fire.
His Tiny Desk was tough.
But it's still just not tough enough to really dominate no conversation. It's too much. Though I rap. You the crazy thing is, the next thing we were about to talk about, dog, people rather talk about JT versus Young Miami, and that's a difference between what I'm saying. Like in this day and age, though, you got to leave it all out on social media. And when I'm not talking about the beef stuff, I'm talking about you just got to leave your whole entire personality out on social media every day if you want to stay relevant as a music artist.
Be super consistent. You got to.
Or you realistic, because though somebody ain't gonna look for somebody else. If I can't get my, and you know what's one of the coolest things, and I do appreciate everybody who listens to this show, or even people who just pay attention to the clips on social media. Like I woke up on Friday because of course I'm Friday night, I'm listening to all the new music, whatever case may be. I literally woke up and I looked at my DM and it was like people like, damn, you ain't say nothing about the J. Cole joint yet. And that to me helped me like, damn, I ain't even need no coffee on Friday morning. I was so excited just to read DMs of other people just trying to see what your opinion is on on whatever topics. Like that get you extra excited. So again, I'm talking about building up equity with your community. You got to take it a step at a time, but you can't take breaks, because if you take a break, then all right, well, cool. Damn, you ain't gave us nothing, and God knows how long. I'm getting my takes and my opinions from somebody else now. Mm-hmm. And Marcus, people who was blaming you, Liz will try to blame you and say it was your fault that he listening to you and with rooting for the white girl. He bet all his bread and got his ass spanked yesterday, fucking with Caitlin Clark. And he said, he said, tell your brother he lost me bread yesterday because he said kept bringing up that goddamn white girl, and he bet the house on that bitch, and she got his boot smoked. I looked at his story yesterday. He was talking cash shit before the game. If y'all ain't bet all your money on Caitlin Clark, you ain't no real better. I said, hold on, time out. I said, nigga, the game over. You still got this up as a post, nigga. If you don't delete this stupid ass shit, then his very next post was something else crazy. I'm like, bro, if you don't hit delete on both of these goddamn dumb ass posts, nigga, that girl ain't nowhere in the hell you thought that was about to happen, dog.
And I want to finish saying something about Meek.
Go ahead.
So what you see when you like next time I see you, I'm gonna flatline you.
I'm gonna stretch you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stretch you out. No, dude.
But I'm just saying, what you gonna do for what? And he thought like it was just gonna be DC, because he probably know that DC be hating on Wale. He probably like, I know I could go ahead and pay somebody off to just
because for sure. Because even when he was talking like he felt like he could just. And no, let's be clear.
There's probably a nigga in this deal like, man, fuck that nigga. Go ahead, send me that cash.
Oh no, for sure. No, let's just
because even people were surprised like when Ant was like taking up for Wale. They was like, damn. Like,
I mean, just one thing. Ant is just smart enough to know, like, he just know how to work the algorithm. So I can't take nothing he say serious, because I just know he know how to work the algorithms. Like, all right, cool. I can kind of like,
and that's why I say I just feel like I'm starting to feel like everything is just all right. We get some attention.
Yeah, it is though.
A lot of times it is, but the scary thing is you just don't know what to weave out, like what is what. Because even like when before we was about to talk about the City Girls, before we even get to them going head to head, JT versus GloRilla, like certain things. And my only thing is that I seen GloRilla upload a picture of her like dog when she was young. She looked young as hell. She riding around with a big stupid ass gun. I'm saying, nigga, the gun was probably damn near couldn't even fit from the ceiling to the bottom of the car. Like she just in the jump, and like you could really can't even see the whole gun in the jump. But I'm like, bro, to me, I'm like, how do you think you want to play with a woman from Memphis, bro? They beef completely different.
Yeah, but JT's from Florida. Like,
yeah, you from Miami. She ain't from Florida, dog. Like, it's a difference. Like, I get it. She was from Jacksonville, to one of them.
Miami go crazy too. You crazy?
Not like the Memphis niggas, dog. Like, think about, okay, if you feel like that, let's and I don't want to sit here and make it dark, but we could probably name 5 or 6 rappers from Memphis that died or even went to jail since the pandemic. That ain't number 4 years, dog. You can't name me somebody from Miami.
I ain't really tapped into Miami rappers, so I don't know.
But you know about Jacksonville. That's why I'm saying it's a difference. Like, yeah, I get it. Florida is wild, but all of Florida ain't. She from Miami, dog.
Jacksonville definitely different.
Yeah, so that's my point. Like, yeah, she was from Jacksonville. I get it, but dog, them Memphis people played with a whole different ball game, dog. Like they drag it and send it to hell, dog. We seen Pooh Shiesty crashed out at the peak of his career.
And GloRilla probably thought JT was gonna be on her side with that Unity song, but she's like, bitch, you waited so long to let these people run with this slap.
But she
I
really did
forgot all
something to her
about that,
though.
She said she smacked her with a purse. That's
With a
what-
purse. So it don't matter. She smacked you with the hand or a purse. Like what you wanted her to say? You wanted her to say it didn't happen and people seen it. And that's one of them things I can sit here and say. Pause no Diddy. You gotta follow you like 2 of them little gay blogs if you really into the female hip hop rap because they be spilling the tea like super fast. But a lot of them be beefing with like they already be having their own beef with like the Shade Room or Neighborhood Talk. So some of those other bigger blogs won't even pick them stories up because they don't want to credit the people they got the information from. But I've literally seen months ago like them little gay girly blogs or the Bob is like a dude. I think his name like called like Ken Bob or something. And this the other dude I talked about in here before. I think his name Amari Wiggins or something like that. Amari Wiggins or something. But he got a huge big YouTube channel, a big TikTok, and a big Twitter following. But of course, it's a lot of, I ain't gonna lie. And Joe Budden, you might gotta come to the Super No Diddy Jones. That's why I would never went to a Nicki Minaj concert, bro. It's not enough. Me and you, that Kiki. I'm not going to that fucking fruit. Nah, no, I'm sorry. I'm listening to him explain. When he was explaining it, I'm like, yeah, that's why I wouldn't go. I love Nicki Minaj, but you could not pay me to punish myself like that, dog.
Bought you a ticket,
I was not going, dog. I could have bought my own ticket. I'm not going to that shit.
Somebody buy you a ticket, like I got you a front row seat.
Nah, dog. I'm sorry,
Or
nigga. That's too much, dog. This is what I'm telling you. Every video I seen, dog, of a straight girl bending it over, it was a gay nigga bending her over in the video, dog. Nah, dog. It's a difference, dog. It's a difference. I need
Nicki crowd been like that.
I get it, but listen to him. But
I'm not going either. But I'm just saying, like, that's not nothing new about her fan base. That been her.
Yeah, but I'm as a straight man, I'm looking at you kind of funny. Like you punished us, like dog. Come on, dog.
I ain't going there.
Like that's just something. Like come on, dog. That's a little too. That's
I will give her credit though. After watching her perform last night, though, I didn't think she had all that in her.
Oh, you know, no, I did think because realistically,
I had to have a suite. Cause you by yourself in a suite.
Yeah. A suite. Yeah, I had to have a suite. Or I had to be backstage, dog. That's a lot, dog. They aggressive as hell, dog. And I'm not saying this and like on some homophobic shit, but bro, I just can't do it. I'm sorry. And if that is homophobic, cool, I'll take it. I just can't do it. That's a lot, dog. Like they be in that joint going crazy. Like they don't play about Nicki Minaj. They drag it to hell. Listen, like I'm like, nah, it's no way in hell. But again, like I said, I just was so surprised that JT was just like. Maybe she thought Glo was gonna have some back down, but you can't, like, bro. Like, even when I'm listening to the GloRilla explaining her story from, and that's why, and I think, and a homegirl in my DM, and she was just like, dog, it's something about JT. I don't like her because she just tried to be like she come off so uppity and act so like you rich and better than everybody else. And I think that too, and realistically, that's probably the sad thing is about social media is I'm sure it's a large community in JT's comment section where it's a lot of girls who act like they super up. But the organic stuff, when we talked about it last week with like Sexy Red and GloRilla, like it's more, me and Top been talking about this for years when it come to music. It's more poor people and people struggling than it is rich people. So if your whole persona and image on social media and through your music is I'm rich and I'm better than everybody else, dog, your audience is gonna be so small.
That's what they be rapping about. City girls.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to say her.
But you gotta think about it. But is that, do you gotta think about it? Is that to their detriment? Think about the city girls. If we go just off of numbers alone, dog, the city girls, like, they don't got no project compared to GloRilla. Just put out a project that at least did $29,000. The last City Girls project as a group did $3,000.
Yeah, they been done files from music. Like they better off as just being personality, personal Instagram.
But you proving my point though, because it's not no real audience for people cannot relate to being super rich all the time. It's cool to use it for a caption. It's cool when I go on vacation and I'm stunting and I'm faking, but your everyday life ain't like theirs, and nobody can relate to that shit every day, dog.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know, even like with the Glo shit, you know how many motherfuckers sleep on the blow bed every day?
So that's my point. Her telling that story on Shannon Shop, though, that video, like literally, that joint was like the number. You talking this is an interview. It's not a music video or nothing. This joint was, and when I was watching the joint, it was the number 5 trending video on YouTube. And most of the time for stuff like that, it be like, it got to be something like a new song. It don't be normally no interviews for that jump to be like, but again, that's when she was being authentically herself. And don't, you got to think about how vulnerable that realistically is, because now, like, yeah, I made it. But she talking about just a few years ago, like she ain't that old. She talking about, no, she didn't have a real bed until she was 15. The girl ain't even 25 yet.
Then she tried to say that, and then it's like, come on, JT, like, you know you done lived in the slums. Like, you
but just to say if she didn't, but that's my whole point. You shitting on an audience.
She might be like Nunu or like the twins from ATL.
Yeah, but that's my whole point. But you shitting on a whole audience of people who can relate to that GloRilla story, and that's the people who like Sexy Red, and that's my point.
And that would like her too. But she just,
but of course, but exactly. So you playing it so big, and I didn't even know real. And the crazy thing is, again, why sometimes you got to follow the messy. I didn't even know that fucking that Meg the Stallion bar get your wig twisted like Effie or something. I didn't know that was a JT diss.
For
I swear to God, I just seen girls on Twitter talking about it. I ain't know because I done sold hair before, but
do you really think it is, or do you think the fans be
I do think the fans sometimes twisted it on.
GloRilla said that when they was going back and forth on Twitter, she like fix your wig or something.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, fix your wig like Effie or whatever case may be. So that might have really been a JT diss, but again, and it's the crazy thing of it is, and I guess it even kind of tied into the Young Miami JT thing is Young Miami felt like her two songs, the No Balls and the Sideways, she felt like JT was on the song dissing her. And she said it on a tweet. Like she said it like she's like, dog, you been dissing me on your last two songs.
Shit, she probably is.
I don't even remember them joints.
I don't know the word. I don't know the words either. But
hey, I don't know the words. I don't know the songs like that either. I seen like I know the snippet part that they use in No Balls on social media, where it's the Ma or whatever the case may be, blocked or whatever it is that they use.
She probably is dissing her because they ain't been rocking with each other.
Well, I mean they proved that today on social media, and they just that whole blowout. And even I do like
they made up.
Yeah, they made up. I mean, you can't really make up after that. Like y'all can get on the phone and sit here and be like, all right, we're gonna leave it off of social media.
Your man Santana just tweeted something. I just spoke to JT. We good.
Yeah, but how good can you be? And y'all really was just dragging it to hell on social media for millions of people to see y'all. It literally every time y'all was tweeting something, it was getting picked up, dog.
That's what Ply said. He was like, "Don't go back and forth on Twitter."
But yeah, because now like even let's just sit here and say if y'all I don't feel like you can't sit here and have that type of verbal exchange with each other on social media where you talking about it may be 20 different tweets from each of y'all each, and then it get picked up on the Shade Room, it get picked up on the Neighborhood Talk, and all these other blogs pick it up, and then you say, all right, we got on the phone and we talk. So nobody ain't gonna forget what they just seen.
I mean, but at the end of the day, they still was friends for all these years and just be.
But how much friends could y'all really be if that type of animosity popped off?
Be that fame and that money.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Them tweets felt like friends didn't show up for each other in the moments that they thought friends was going to.
Probably so these last couple times because Shawty done kicked it on her to go be with her sugar daddy, and that was her best friend coming in the game. They always was together, but now they ain't.
But with their relationship, were they really like? Because when you think about it, you never really seen them together like that. Besides when they performing, every time it's either like Uzi with Uzi,
because it be hard when you
Diddy.
come up because they getting booked for separate stuff or like their relationship and he live over here, he live over here.
Because don't you feel like I mean, me personally, I feel like Young Miami been making her name and making her money because like when Shorty was locked up, she already made her fame and made her image.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, I'm not on the same level as you. I'm pretty much now your tag along. And I feel like that's been the whole way. It's like, all right, Young Miami got her image, but JT don't really have.
But the crazy thing is though, I think Young Miami honestly left some room for JT to be able to realistically catch up because she ain't get on none of the features. Think about it, and that's why even when in that little back and forth between GloRilla and JT, I guess because they dropped on the same day. We talked about that last week when GloRilla dropped the F&M remix, Nicki Minaj dropped Freaky Girls remix. On the same day, JT was on both of them songs. And Young Miami wasn't on none of that stuff. So like I said, she didn't gave her room to catch up, but I think her personality is so snobby and it's so uppity. And that's something that people tweet to her all the time to get her up under her skin. Like people be like, dog, I hate you every time I see you. You always got like just this bougie ass attitude. And a lot of people don't like that.
That's what they were saying today. Talking about you got mad at the thing with Uzi, then you snatched somebody out Santana hand. They would just start naming everything she was doing.
But that's my point.
Always yelling at somebody.
So but that's my point though. Sometimes with the fans, it's like, do I think the fans add extra souls to it? Yes, but I do think there are stans that pay attention to stuff more than the average out. Like some of us are okay, yeah, we can like certain songs it is, and that's what it is. We see a new song, we may check it out. We fans to that level. But then it is people who are just like when we talk about Nicki Minaj, who are those diehard fans that's like going to get the pink wig and so, like it was crazy. Like, though, I swear to God, when she came here, and shout out to Nicki because she did sell out the Verizon Center, because at first I told y'all when I first looked at the jumps, you could have bought tickets anyway. So she did sell that out. I do want to sit here and give her credit for selling the jump out. But literally, I'm seeing girls that I ain't know they was like diehard Nicki fans like that. They had the pink wigs on and everything. And I'm like, damn, I ain't know you was a barber like that. Like, people who grew up on Nicki, so you think it's like sometimes it stopped at a certain extent, but then it was like, nah, they real live really was like on their bag, like had Nicki Minaj t-shirts on and everything. So I do think that it is stans who do pay attention to a lot of that stuff. Like even anytime
JT was on F&F remix.
Yeah.
So what they beef start at?
I don't know. I think probably because realistically, I think people probably kind of pick sides because, all right, well, we all cool with Cardi and whatever the case may be. So then when Nicki and Cardi really get to beefing and starting to make all the girls kind of like pick sides, it's like, all right, well, I'm team Cardi. And if Cardi don't, and you got to think, but Cardi don't like JT. Like you got to think about Cardi dissed JT on Tomorrow. So she dissing her on Tomorrow. It's kind of like, all right, nigga, like, well, Cardi, my girl, I'm picking. This is how I'm picking regardless. So what's up? So it kind of leave you probably, and they probably just never boarded the social media. People kind of.
Glo was on Shannon Sharp saying Nicki. Wasn't she saying she was fan of Nicki, or she was saying Cardi the whole time?
No, she was saying Cardi the whole time. I think, but in that song though, she kept it real though. Like, damn, I wouldn't mind seeing it. Though if Cardi and Nicki did a song together, though, that song will go. Their fan bases is ridiculous.
That shit ain't happening.
Oh, that's never gonna happen. But that's again why we talking about with J. Cole. Like, dog, how do you apologize? And it's women in hip hop who are willing to take their beef to the grave.
That'll happen before her and Meg though. If she did decide.
You saying you think Nicki and Meg will squash their beef first?
No, Nicki and Cardi.
Oh, probably.
Before Nicki and Meg.
Yeah, probably. But just real quick before we get out of we'll be all over the place with the music, but real quick, I do want to say, because we talked about this before, but dog, Big X the Plug is literally, DMV people, that's why I said y'all so wishy-washy. Dog, Big X the Plug is literally ran away with Fat Trail whole entire voice and style, dog.
That one song,
I swear to God, he sounds just like Fat Trail, dog. And before the episode over, when I cut the YouTube stuff off, I'll play it so y'all can hear it. Though I swear to God, he sounds just. I was listening to it in the gym, and I caught myself because I gotta be remembering sometimes. I'm like, I gotta say it on wax before I post it, because when I was listening, when the song came on my gym playlist, I literally was in my Insta story and I was writing like, damn, y'all remind me that y'all let him take Fat Trail whole style. And I remember there's too many niggas who got podcasts that follow me. Let me take this shit down. I gotta say it on wax before I sit here. No, I'm not gonna let y'all. I don't never want my topics to miss until after I already say it myself. But yeah, y'all let Big X the Plug literally run her off with Fat Trail whole entire style. I ain't gonna hold you on that one.
See that John I just sent you? About Nicki?
Yourself. Good guy gets punished. Period. That's the sacrificial lamb no matter what. If you're gonna tell the truth, you better be ready to fight. Period. But if you saw, you're gonna look the other way. And you gotta live with yourself. I'm not judging you, I'm just not built that way. My existence and everything I've done while I've been on this planet as an adult reflects that.
I'm gonna play this little commercial real quick. Give me 1 second.
My name is Erica Stevenson. I am the owner of Lola Rosa Head Spa in Atlanta, Maryland. We are a spa offering Japanese and Indian style head massages, as well as personalized herbal hair masks to the men and women of the DMV area. So if you're looking for a day of pampering, if you're having any hair concerns, dry scalp, oily scalp, Lola Rosa is the place for you. Come on and treat yourself.
301-74-5460.
Archer Podcast.
Y'all want to go Diddy? Matter of fact, hold on. It was just a bunch of. Matter of fact, I just want to get this one out of the way, because I do hate the fact that I keep seeing people acting like 21 is grown, though. And you know the thing that blow me about this conversation and about how people, though, especially if you were older, like I get it. If you in your 20s and you still want to think that 21 is grown, cool, knock yourself out. But let's be real, though. Everybody in this room has been 21 before. No, at 21, you're not grown. Legally, yes, you can buy drinks, you can go to the club, but though at 21, You still got friends who may be in high school. You still got friends who haven't even graduated yet. So to sit here and act like 21, you are super grown, though. I think about how many dumb mistakes when you first legally be able to drink, how you barely even made it home. Just the slew of mistakes that you make at the age of 21. To act like 21 that you are grown, to me, is crazy.
Do that justify you being grown? Because you didn't make it. Like if I was drinking and driving and get home, I'm about to say because grown people do that too.
Yeah, but I still think that's a childish mistake, though, dog. Like that's something that's like after a while. But no, but I'm saying, but listen, what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I'm just talking about that
reckless.
I'm just talking about that part, though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The older you get, though, the more mature and the more you still think about. When you're 21, though, you really don't even value life for. You think you invincible. You think about that I can do whatever. That's how all these young kids move around now. Like, you think about you don't really start getting a little bit more paranoid from how late you're gonna be out with clubs and stuff you gonna go to. That comes with old age. That comes with avoiding death after a certain amount of times. You've been in treacherous enough situations where you start to sit here and be like, nah, I'm cool. I pass on this one.
So everybody go to clubs still childish then, because I know endless niggas and females right now that still do that every weekend.
Yeah, but guess what? To me they are, because at some think about it. At some point in time, though, let's be real. Most niggas who still go to the club right now, they probably wasn't going to the club when we was. When DC clubs was really DC clubs, it's no way in hell you still got gas for that, dog. And when I say gas, I don't mean gas money. I mean like the actual energy to sit here and say, dog, you've been partying when we talking about when that strip, when it was Ivisa, it was Fur, it was what else was on that strip? It was like I feel like I'm missing a club, but it was like that whole little strip of clubs, Ultra Bar and all. Dog, you talking about partying Monday? I'm talking about me and Marcus both turned 18. Nigga, when we was partying from Wednesday started Wednesday at the Crossroads, and nigga, we was partying until fucking next Wednesday. So you might the only time, because realistically, you wasn't old enough at that time. We wasn't old enough. Monday and Tuesday was like you had to be like 25 and older. Like that was like RE at the trade wins. But at Wednesday, when it started at 18 and over, because I'm 2 years older than Marcus, so when we was old enough that both of us can get into the club, nigga, from 18 on Wednesdays, we going to Crossroads. Thursdays, whatever miscellaneous club. Fridays, it probably was like eventually go again. Saturday or whatever. Thursdays, matter of fact, it was probably like the Platinum or something. It's no way in hell. How do I still got the energy right now? It's some niggas, but again, that's why so many people want to sit here and say 21, oh, you grown. Because, yeah, a lot of y'all still ain't grown. And you in your 30s. So you absolutely right. There are people in their 30s who are late bloomers who may, and guess what? Sometimes it may be cool to be a late bloomer because you got to actually get your priorities and situations together. You probably really got your degrees and you went and got your house, you went and got all these other stuff, you got your credit together, so now you may go out and party. But people who literally, you just been doing nothing but partying for the last decade and some change, bro, it's crazy. It's time to look in the mirror. It's ridiculous, dog. But for people to sit here and say, the thing that was making my skin crawl, and the reason why we even bringing this conversation up is that Russell Simmons and Kamora Lee's daughter, dog, is dating somebody who's 44 years older than her. This man is 65 years old, dog. She is 21. He is a year older than her dad. And realistically, that age appropriate, dog. He's old enough to be her grandfather. And for people to make jokes and like, oh, it's cool, but she grown, she 21, she can do whatever she want. No, dog, did y'all hear her talk? No, you can't. She cannot do whatever she wants. And that's the difference when I'm talking about, y'all talking about Jalen Green, dog. It's a difference between somebody who's 21 or he's 22. He's literally got himself to the NBA. That level of discipline to make, dog, it's a million dudes out here. We joked about it, how many dudes used to be back in the day. I play overseas and this, that, and there's a bunch of dudes who play on G League teams. Dog, look how every college got a basketball team. So it's only literally a handful of dudes who can make it in the NBA. It's literally only 450 players every year in the NBA right now. So to be one of those 140, dog, you have to have a different mental level. So trying to compare what him and Drea got going on to somebody who is literally dating somebody, dog, that man is old enough to be Drea's father. So for people to try to compare the two, I like a girl got in my comment section, but what's the difference between Drea and Jalen Green, dog? This man is old enough to be Drea's father. What are y'all talking about, dog? That's my, like, I swear to God, this is, again, sometimes when I go in there weeks and I say, dog, women need to stop talking, period. Like, that be almost like everything I be coming on here champion all the women's basketball and all this other shit, dog. Y'all sometimes, the fucking women in the comment section absolutely make me think, dog, women will be
They'll sell their soul for that money and them gifts.
Oh, that's corny. And so I'm gonna even play this clip of the little girl.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
What did you say?
Nothing. Okay.
You don't even have sugar daddy capabilities, right? Aren't you a B? Of course you are, right?
I'm just saying, if you don't give me money, I'm gonna go. I don't know. So
you're not gonna do any of that. You're just gonna raise your budget. Your budget's fine.
I'm gonna be an ambassador for the meat industry.
God is watching you. He hears you.
Whoa.
I mean, your higher self hears you. You know what You said it's bad. You're not gonna do that. You're just talking. Where's that boyfriend of yours? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's not. He's hiking right now.
Watch
If you don't raise my budget, I'm gonna. If you don't raise my.
How old was she on that clip? You know,
That's probably like a year ago. That wasn't that old. That wasn't that long ago. That was like right before they had that little blowout.
Was she the one who was kicking him in? Or was
it was the other daughter.
The youngest one?
oh, so he talking to her where he at?
Yeah, he's still in Bali. And that's my, but again, listen to him saying, I get it, Russ. You ran to Bali because you were trying to avoid whatever. Though, to me, as a man, though, I'd rather go to jail and come home and be a father to my daughter than sit here and try to be a goddamn dad from thousands of miles away. And my daughter is literally on social media kissing somebody old enough to be her grandfather, dog. We talking about, no, I'm looking at the picture of this
wonder,
nigga.
like, what the relationship is. Like, is he just tricking her or is she slaying?
No, he kissed her. Oh, so you about to say it don't matter, nigga? You guess what? You are the main king of I don't kiss everybody. So you would kiss somebody old grandma at 70 years old?
No, that's what I'm telling you. From that clip, she's saying she just want to be tricked on. She just told her father, "I'm gonna go give me a sugar daddy if you don't give me more money." So if she kissing him and from what I see in the comments that he's a billionaire, they that's why they saying, "Oh, well, she ain't." How you know? They saying, "How you know what she doing?" She might just be kissing him and spending time with him for a fucking get $100,000.
Let's cool. Let's say if all of that. It can't be true because the picture of them kissing, I had to blur it out because she damn near half naked and he half naked. You tongue kiss, dog. You think about an old man, dog. I'm not tongue kissing nobody with wrinkled fucking skin and they half naked, dog, for nothing. Now maybe in your 30s, cool. I wouldn't judge you. If she was 30-something years old dating a 65-year-old man, knock yourself out because you are grown at that point. You have experienced enough life. You done had your ups and downs, but dog, at 21, you ain't had no real ups and downs yet.
That's a huge ass gap. But you could look with the clip, like he ain't even like like he laughing and shit.
But that's my point, not being a real dad, dog. And that to me, be like sometimes where it's like, I know Marcus remember just a couple of weeks ago when I said it was this girl tweeting saying, I wish dudes don't even talk about current topics. Because dog, but just imagine if men didn't voice their opinion at all on these topics.
She literally said she gonna be the face of the meat factory.
That's why I just me personally, like I said, you in a stage right now where you gonna do what you want to do. So even if
that's
he
the
was
whole world now,
but that's what I'm saying. Even if Russ was there, I still don't think it would have changed anything.
No, I would go to jail. I would put my hands on my daughter, dog. I'm sorry,
but she's still gonna do what she.
So what? You will take this ass whooping too. Everybody can do what they want, but you got it's some consequences to it, dog. You can literally sit here and cuss your parent out, and if you are of a certain side, dog, you got to think about it. And I'm listening to what I'm telling you. We've all been raised by a male figure at one point in time before you got to start smelling your nuts or they got old enough where you felt like you can take them. That motherfucker, the sound of their voice put the fear of God in you. I'm gonna speak for myself. My dad, at one point in time, before I started sitting here getting bigger and getting older and start actually going outside, dog, the sound of his voice that made me piss on myself before as a kid. Literally, I'm talking about real life pissed on myself because he never put his hands on me ever in life because the tone of voice and how tall he was over me. Like, what'd you say to me? And put that deep voice on you, nigga. I pissed on myself. And this was over some shit about taking the trash out or something. I can't even remember what the fuck it was because it was so long ago. So you sit here telling me that I'm going to let my man ain't nowhere. So y'all niggas is crazy.
How you feel about it, Marcus?
I mean, I feel like it's nothing he can do.
But do you feel like that's OC or?
What? Wait, what Mikey was saying?
No, the
him talking to her?
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you can't control it though. Because like I said, she's at that age now. She's gonna control
it because kids get whoopers all the time and still go do
But she's
shit.
21. Like if it was like 19, 18, then yes. But 21,
what's the difference between 18 and 21?
You still
but she don't have the
I agree with
she don't have
like
the,
you
she
can
don't
whoop your child. All of us then probably got whoopings or yelled at well and still went outside and did whatever we was gonna do.
Yeah, but those consequences, though, you listen to what I'm saying. I hear what y'all saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm 100% positive. I've done way more. Listen, Marcus, listen to what I'm telling you, Top. I've done way more worse shit than both y'all. Marcus can remember this. But I swear to God, went on a move to sit here and steal some dirt bikes out Waldorf. Nigga, I swear to God, I got away from the police. The only reason why I got away from the police, I didn't want my fucking father to put his foot in my ass if I would have got caught for fucking breaking into a goddamn dirt bike shop in fucking Waldorf, Maryland. Dog, that's the difference when I'm talking about. It's a difference when your parent put some type of fear in you, though. You still may go do whatever, but in the back of your mind, you ain't gonna play with your parents like this.
But that's what I'm saying.
But she's rich though. That's a whole different ball.
So you're only rich because of your parent. I can take that shit away, dog.
But he's a billionaire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like just even
even
in that stage, like even in that, I don't care. You just
she just told you if you don't give me no more money, I'm gonna go be the face of the meat factory, and she going to the meat factory for a billionaire.
Yeah, like him talking.
I'm going to jail. I'm sorry. I'm Russell. I can't respect Russell Simmons as a man.
And she already
grew up rich. she can have everything handed to her. So now I don't know how his money probably cut. He and Bally whatever. So now she going to go get that from whoever she found.
But you know, but again, but
and
that's
I think a lot of people were saying that a lot of them will start getting the backlash from him. You know, like companies don't want to deal with them because of their father. And that's why she was like, some of these, you know, jobs are letting, you know, fire me and all this type of stuff. And I think it's because of the Simmons name.
I mean, I guess yeah. If you trying to be on your Bronny James shit, and I could play a clip of Colin Cowherd in a little bit. He was talking about just that whole nepotism thing, like people just getting names off their parents' job. But then as you not putting like the crazy thing is the sad thing and the crazy thing is you never hear about these little girls until it's something outlandish like this.
Like this, yeah.
Like what work are they really putting in? So yeah, you can't get no jobs because you're trying to rely on your dad. Let's be clear. Even just like when we was talking about Diddy kids, at least his kids are at least, especially the little girls, they at least out here getting their face and name. They got their own little social media pages where they're trying to build themselves up as a brand outside of, hey, we just Diddy kids. That may be how you get introduced to us, but we still trying to brand ourselves outside of that. Where to the point is you sit here talking about these kids, literally the only time you have seen her or her sister is something outlandish. It's either you going back and forth with your dad talking to him crazy via social media, or now your fucking older sister is literally sitting here tongue kissing a old man half naked on the beach, dog.
But hold up. I hear you keep saying Russ, but where's the mother at?
She said even a worse example.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like
even
even
got between them two.
The mother and her mother and Russell Simmons is 17 years.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you just looking at it like
17 and 44 is
but
crazy.
But he still deal with it at a young age.
20.
I never see him champion that shit neither.
Diddy and Carisha like 20 something.
But that's my thing. I just feel like you saw your mother do it or whatever. You hear all these stories. It's like, all right, I'm just following in the footsteps.
Yeah,
so
and Marcus, turn top mic up a little bit.
What's what's too high, too low? Like an age gap, 10 years, 5 years, like
I think to me at any point 10, I think 10, I think one how old you are, but I think 10 is cool. I think even 15 is cool after you of a certain age. Like 15 is straight. Like if you listen here and say, okay, if you 35 and your dude maybe like 50, all right, that's cool. I don't necessarily know what y'all gonna have in common, but that to me is more realistically 35. At 35, you done had your own heartbreak experiences. For the sad thing, no disrespect, but for most women, 35, you already got a kid. So all right, so cool. You kind of already didn't live life as too much to its fullest extent when you got some form of hard times for real. But you sitting here saying 21, dog.
But hold on, is it really bad because it's with an old white man? Like, if
I don't give a fuck who it was, nigga. That age group is ridiculous, dog.
That is crazy.
That's nasty.
No, I just still be. Look, I mean, because that old white man that you dealing with, like,
yeah, that dude look. It look nasty. It look nasty.
That's what I'm saying. Look, that right there look nasty.
Because like I said, I think Diddy and Young Miami is like 20-something, 20-something years apart too. But Diddy still look young, and she, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so but yeah, of course, you're right. So their age gap was 20. Diddy and Carisha age gap was 20.
Some older guys who do look younger, it's like, oh well, yeah, he don't look his age. But if I'm saying that white man is an old white man who looks old and white.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. Even just think about it. I'm sure. Like for people, I don't necessarily know how old everybody who listening their parents is, but don't even just I can say, dog, I remember yesterday, Dad was like, "Hey, he was like, man, what's up with the Diddy thing? You know, I'm old, I don't know shit. I just hear whatever on the TV talking something about his kids got to get these crazy lawyers or whatever the case may be." But that's my point of sitting here saying how the detachment of after the older you get, it's gonna be like, dog, what the hell possibly are you going to even be able to talk about with these people? Because they're gonna be out of touch with certain shit.
That's what it ain't about. That it's about the money and the sex.
Yeah, he just might want her attention.
She probably just over there going hand job crazy.
No, did I say?
That's all she probably over there doing. Yeah. Oh, I got 100,000 for you, baby. Just give me a hand job.
Rub your feet on me.
You hold on, y'all hear what
at that age, you get what you get, and he ain't married or nothing. He just gonna get what he get.
Want some attention.
She probably ain't even like having sex with. She
probably no. Listen to how she talked though.
Hey, in stank parts. I'm so sad, but I'm very sad, very happy. And when I return home, everybody who knows me will be getting a happier, more chilled out version of me. My boyfriend is checking in. I don't know why we're checking in advance like this. Probably because I always miss flights. I should just know. Crepe?
Huh?
Crepe?
No.
No crepe? Crepe? Oh, I thought you were saying no.
No, I can't. I couldn't keep because I don't have my green card.
I'm making my final safeguards video.
Oh.
Would you like to share your favorite thing about the trip anonymously? You said me.
Be with you.
You want me to open the drink?
That's okay. You know the very shit that she wants to be like partner.
Baby, you are on. Shush.
Huh?
Shush. I'm making this video. Baby, do you want to go to Kenya?
Kenya.
Someone has invited us to Kenya.
Kenya is
What?
dangerous.
Shut up. Never mind.
It's a word.
Shush. When are we going to Japan? Actually,
Japan is so
See-
much better.
baby, shush.
Japan is not.
This is just a money grab.
It's a money grab.
It's a money grab. Like
I don't nothing serious
it's
about
era
this.
of the city girls. It's era of pay my
Yeah.
bills. What
I
you
ain't mad.
doing?
Hey,
If you
get
don't
your-
do it, another
Get
nigga
your
gonna do
money.
it.
I ain't mad at
Like
you.
she probably ain't like it's the age grab is super crazy. I agree, but I'm sure she probably ain't even doing all that, man. Like literally, like just caress him and spending time with him. It's just a money grab. She told him, if you don't give me, it's her fault. If you don't give me more allowance, I'm gonna go get her somewhere
Yeah.
else.
And that's probably somebody Russell probably even know the dude.
He's a billionaire.
So that probably pissing him off.
He
even-
probably
yeah.
he probably
So
dropped-
so time out. Okay, well, that's cool. Let's just say okay, I'm gonna agree with y'all on this. Okay, this is just the time and era we live in. Get over it. This is city girl era. That's what people on. But so my question, y'all, as men, if y'all were the father and y'all heard this, you hear what like this?
Nigga,
She
do you-
asked him, "What do you enjoy about this trip?" And he said, "You."
What else he gonna enjoy? That's what he there for.
Man, nigga, that was my daughter. Nigga,
But
that
that's
shit
what I'm
would
saying
send me
though.
to
That's
jail.
what I'm saying
dog.
though. Look at the conversation between her and father. If I had a daughter, she wouldn't even better tell me I'm gonna go be the face of the meat factory. That's gonna be that's gonna be something she gotta sneak and do.
Mhm.
She
No, but just think about.
she
Listen, did y'all
comfortable-
hear what she did with? No, she. Hey, just think about it. We as men, we know what that means. When she said, "What did you enjoy about this trip?" He said, "You." It wasn't from no goddamn conversation because we just heard how she sound talking.
He just sweet talking her.
Yeah, he's sweet dicking her. Fuck what you talking about? Some sweet talking her though. You ain't telling me that nigga ain't put his meat out on that girl not one
I
time.
mean, he
He might
probably
have pulled
did.
it out, but I don't think he put it in.
And if he did, she don't care. He probably dropped $5 million in her account. Here you go.
No, because guess what? Like Russell Simmons said though, you ain't.
She built like it. She got one.
So what have Russell Simmons said since them videos came out?
Said to him and his daughter talk every day on the phone.
Yeah,
He already knew about this.
yeah, he don't care.
Nigga, I ain't got
Russell Simmons like, fuck it.
That's money out my. That's money
Yeah,
in my pocket.
my money stopped right now. I'm in Bali.
Man,
Go
y'all
ahead.
niggas is crazy.
He ain't saying that it's right, but
No,
we
you
just telling
can't.
you
You
how
can't
it
say
is.
it's crazy because it's as females out here that's doing a lot worse. And at the end of the day, like I said, we just saying something because we see it right now. But at the end of the day, it's people out here doing a whole lot worse than what she doing. But she getting the money for
For
it.
less money.
Yeah, I get it. Of course, it is people out here doing
It's
way
the age
less.
gap Mikey talking about.
The age gap is crazy, but I get like I said, and of course, what Marcus said. I seen a lot of women in the comment section saying
Because
that.
how many people we just don't see them on camera? They be on them trips. We don't see them on the camera.
And
I
Marcus, but
wish
look, guess
I
what,
would've
Marcus?
saved
The
this
first thing
video.
that come through my brain is when I see that. That's all I think about is when women go on trips and y'all don't show who you with
That's who
at
you
all.
with.
This I be thinking about. This is what come to my brain. If it's not that old or that worse, but I feel like the other person who's out there actually funding this trip, he may not. The age gap may not be that bad.
Oh, yeah,
but
it's
what
a
that
dude.
nigga look like on camera, it looked that bad. Because I stand firm on this. If you was actually out with somebody that you found attractive or you thought that you really got you one of them ones, you ain't gonna hide that nigga forever. I don't care what you talking about.
But they ain't in a relationship, they is. If it's just a sneaky link.
Yeah, if he ain't, dog, just I hear what you saying. Dog, think about how many girls be pressed to let people know that they was with Drake.
Yeah, that's Drake.
Yeah, but what do that get you?
That's the
But,
status.
that might get you a couple of more followers, but other than that,
That's just a
So okay,
status.
so time out. So I hear what y'all saying. So y'all think that the girl that Drake and Future supposed to be beefing over, y'all think her status then went up through the roof?
Yeah.
You don't think
Yeah,
y'all
no,
think
it
no
get- that's what I'm
dudes
saying.
that jumped
It
in her DM?
Hell
it might
yeah.
get you. That's what I'm saying. It gets you attention, but then after that, then what?
Okay, this right here. I'm about to send this to you. Play that.
Let you know that what you're doing, giving me a love connection.
A love
Is it-
connection.
Yeah, I love when I put that dick in you, that is a love connect. And look here, and then you
Bro, this man look like
a climax.
what's the old comedian name?
You know what?
Dick Gregory.
That you feel
Yes.
so good. Look,
But that's what I'm telling
That's
you. He
all I
probably
got.
dropping that check on. He's spending his hard.
look here.
His check, free checks on it.
Look
Social Security.
here.
Look, I'm looking.
Wait, look here.
Put that worm in.
Ooh, I want to get between them. And you let that thing just.
Of course, she probably.
No, I
of
hope
course
all
she-
y'all go to hell.
Of course, she
though.
not 21. The girl in this video,
Yeah,
probably.
she not.
But I'm just saying, like, you see how
That's
old
a-
he is. Like,
yeah.
he probably like 70 something. She probably like 30. But she literally letting this man say what he doing to her. It's for the check.
It's for the check, and then this right. Her posting this video is for the clout, because
Yeah,
dog,
it's
she
for
don't.
the clout,
Yeah,
yeah.
This is for the clout.
Definitely for the crowd.
This is for the clout, because I don't even necessarily like, dog. This is ridiculous. He look worse than the goddamn girl that this.
But that sound like a real conversation. It don't sound like she told him to say that, like, oh, fake with me for a camera right quick. She probably really slammed him or doing something to him. There's girls out here that just do feet jobs, like foot
Mhm.
jobs.
I get all
Like,
of
it's
that.
dudes out here that will pay $300 for a foot job.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I get it. I trust some nigga. I grew up in the strip club era where I seen watch girls that they used to have clients that was just there for their feet. So I get that. I understand. I listen to what I'm saying. I understand all of that stuff. My
It's
my
just the
biggest
age
thing
gap.
is just the age gap.
The age gap.
I get it. I'm not knocking. If y'all what y'all gonna do in my 50 Cent voice, you little sex workers, do your thing. I ain't mad at you if that's what you gonna do. And then again,
So what's their age gap again? 30 something?
who?
Simmons.
40. Oh, which is the mother and father?
No, the kid.
It's 44 years.
Oh, 44. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's
Oh, just think.
65,
Just 65. Yeah, she 20. No, just think about this though. You gotta think about. He was 44 years old. She wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. 44 some years is crazy.
Like, think about a nigga. Y'all gotta think about it. You gotta almost put it in your age group where you can think about it. That's almost like a nigga sitting here watching your little sister grow up. Like, if she was a kid, like, let's just say somebody been watching your little sister since kindergarten, and then that she get of age, and a nigga sitting here trying to snipe down on your sister and be like, well, nigga, she old now. I seen her at the bar. Like, what the fuck? Come on, dog. I still got enough respect for any nigga I grew up with. I don't care if your sister is 30 something now. Nigga, I still know if I watched her as a kid, dog, it's no way. Nah, dog, I'm cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's too far.
Because in my brain gonna be like, damn, how long have you been looking at my little sister like this?
But I just think it's still a money grab on her, but that age gap is crazy. Like she just
So okay, so what? Okay, so let's say if it was no money grab and it was just genuine love, y'all cool with that then?
hell no. It ain't. I don't think it's cool either way. But I just know why she there. She there for the trips and the money. Look, she's saying, "You want to go to Kenya? You want to go?" Like she just.
And guess what? And he racist. So guess what? That's what she told that nigga to shut up because he said, "Kenya, that ain't safe." And as soon as she said, "Oh, well, you want to go to Japan?" He's like, "Yeah, that's better." Like, what the fuck? Come on, dog. Oh my god, damn, dog. Oh my god, man. Jesus Christ. I pray for the
What you
people.
do for the money?
Let that jump.
What you do? What my man Rich Homie said? 40 something years is crazy. It's not recording, right?
Nah,
So how old is you? 40? Mikey.
I ain't 40 yet.
39.
Yep.
So what's the youngest you'll talk to?
Probably
I don't
like
even talk to like Slay. Just hit like, damn, she bad as shit. She 20 years old.
I would have hit Lotto sister.
What about you?
Not knowing her age.
No, you know her age. Like,
No, I'm saying like how you like we actually talking
like,
or
you
just
see this bad joint, you like, damn, what's up with you?
Nigga, if I just seen Lotto sister
Yeah,
what 21, and if I seen Lotto sister in the
Listen, I didn't
goddamn
know
club
her.
or something
Yeah,
and just booked her that night, I would clap
I
Lotto
would
sister
hit her,
cheeks the hell
but
up.
not like talk to her like have her.
What's the youngest you'll Slay? You got some niggas that be like, oh shit, I'm 36. I ain't slaying nobody under 28, 27. I'm asking, what's the youngest you'll Slay?
Maybe 25.
25. So you want to slay Lotto sister?
If I didn't know her age, I'm saying if I didn't know if I knew her, nah, I wouldn't.
That's what I'm asking. So you want to go to 25? You still got the YouTube?
Yeah.
The question of the day is, do you think Lizzo is beautiful?
I
Oh, they
mean,
about to blow me. I hate when people play the music shit behind them. Anyway, it was just, I was literally about to play this clip, but it was a clip on the Joe, and the dude was asking everybody would they thought Lizzo was beautiful, and all the girls said yeah until he came up to the last girl. He was like, anybody ever tell you look like Lizzo?
yeah,
and she smacked the shit out that
I
nigga.
seen that.
Hey Mo, oh my god! But real quick, I guess it's time to get into sports. It's like we can dance around it as long as you possibly can, but it ain't too much more dancing we can. Before we get to the main event, I do want to sit here and say, when we talk, and I guess when we talk about boxing sometimes, and y'all know my biggest pet peeve with people that be their favorite line is, oh, you just a casual fan. So I just looking for all you super boxing loving people. Y'all better go get y'all tickets for this Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight. It's coming up.
They were saying because of the location.
Where they fighting? They in Vegas, right?
Nah, New York, like Bronx.
No, I think they at the Barclays Center.
That's a smaller.
But I'm saying they saying that's not a fight city. Like nobody.
Shit, Javante that sold his joint out. He had one in the Barclays Center. He sold it out. I want to say that was a joint. He had a little baby bring him out.
He big and he from Philly. I mean, Baltimore, so that's close.
Yeah, but what do that matter? If you really like that, you got to be. So this is my
yeah. If you really like that, you gonna sell out anyway.
Because perfect example. Even and I can tie this in with Kayla Clark with her first game against the Las Vegas Aces. They moving it to from wherever Vegas. I mean, the Aces normally play it. They moving it to the T-Mobile Arena because they hold 8,000 more people. So if you really like that, you really like that. That's my whole point. I think sometimes people, because most people don't understand the business. It's cool. You can sit here and say, "Oh, you only a casual." I don't care what you can call me a casual to everything in life. One thing I understand is business and marketing. I may not know nothing else, but I know how to market some shit, and I understand. I take my time to pay attention to the business model to understand the audience of shit. I know for a fact that Devin Haney don't have the it thing to him that Tank got. Don't get it twisted. The little Ryan Garcia kid, he people.
Neither one of them do for real. But
he got a little bit more spunk to him via social media than Devin. Devin Haney is dry as hell. And when we always talk about dry athletes, we can compare that shit to the San Antonio Spurs or anybody that ever played for the New England Patriots. People ain't even know Tom Brady had no personality until he got to Tampa Bay. And that thing, when we talk about boxing, it's just you. It ain't no teammates besides. It's just you and this nigga who you boxing. And if none of y'all don't got no personality, it's gonna be hard to sell tickets, dog.
Even when I was looking at the comments, that's how I knew it wasn't in Vegas. But it's like even when it's in Vegas, you still got people from all over the world flying to Vegas just for the fight.
But dog, this in New York.
That's what I'm saying. So it's still. But I'm just saying, even in Vegas, if it was in Vegas, it's still the it factor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
people still going.
New York. I don't think that's attractive.
Even when you go to Vegas,
when
there's
is
stuff to do.
What is it?
It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's the 20th.
Hell yeah, that's not attractive.
Even in Vegas, there's other stuff to do.
It's more like I said, Vegas is gonna be hot. Yeah, I can get like
pool
parties.
But what you're saying is definitely facts. But I'm also saying even when it's in Vegas, people still going because of who it is. People flying there to go.
Yeah, I want to go to Vegas, whether I'm going to the fight or not. It's still other thing. I'm not gonna say, well, I'm gonna go up to New York because the fight going on.
Yeah, ain't nobody to try and go there.
I don't know. I kind of disagree because I feel like it's New York. Like, think about how many people just go to Madison Square Garden just because it's Madison Square Garden. When we talk about basketball, that's why you got to think about for how long. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I know Marcus. Sometimes you don't listen to sports things, but people was getting because I listen to a lot of New York people. They was getting mad because they felt like the Knicks was never going to end up being a good team, which they got a good team now. And that's why people in New York were so surprised even when they made the trade to get OG. They were because they felt like the Knicks people just so many. Tourists come to New York regardless. People come to New York City just because it is. People go to Madison Square Garden because it's already trademarked as the Mecca of basketball. So people kind of felt like that he had no real reason to sit here and spend no money on the team because people, even if they was horrible, people still was gonna come just because it's in the middle of Times Square, whatever the case may be. So people will come to Madison Square Garden regardless. I think for the Barclays Center, of course, it may not have. The Barclays Center don't have that name that Madison Square Garden got, but dog, it's still New York City. New York City still is the biggest. We talking about population wise, it's still the biggest city in America, dog.
But when you say that business wise, if it's a fight in Vegas, I can get more fight parties. You got people performing out here, but who's performing in New York for
parties,
that?
Fight,
yeah, nobody's coming like you ain't booked. You don't see no shows like, oh yeah, Fabulous about to throw a fight party here in. And you
gotta think about it. In New York, they tours is all like. Honest.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like in Vegas, you can get more off. More people gonna be like, oh, well, I'm just going to the fight parties out there. I'm gonna go to the you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see the show.
Y'all was saying last time when it was the last fight in out that joint, and y'all was talking about it. And
I think that was the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, the Super Bowl. Yeah, talking about how people just flew out there just to go because they know what's going on.
Because it's Vegas. Yeah, I do. I mean, I think I guess
but the factor definitely and a popularity definitely have to do something with ticket sales and you know what I'm saying? Because if you got fans or people that's really into you, they gonna go wherever you at.
Yeah, and I think just
And
that
that's
kind of go back to.
420?
But that's what I'm saying. But that kind, but I mean, it's legal. You can smoke in New York now. It's like people in New York. I listen to people complain about it all the time. They're like, it'd be like New York dog.
But that's what I'm saying.
And so,
I would rather be in Vegas for that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like New York is not really attractive for a boxing match.
They say why they doing it in New York? That's what one of them.
Nah, neither one of them from neither one of them from New York. I think I think realistically, I guess like we talking about star power. I do think Devin Haney probably just should even go back to kind of having a conversation with his dad where it was like, I think he tried to offer Tank like 30 million, and Tank was like, nigga, I'm worth more than 30 million. And obviously you kind of proving it right now because like, damn, you can't move no tickets. And that was one of Tank's biggest thing. Like nobody else can sell tickets. So it always gonna have to be on my terms because I can actually sell tickets and I actually can sell pay-per-view numbers.
But I think that sometimes be a grab too, because they always posting that like, oh, ticket sales not going, and then next thing you know, a week before it sold out.
That could be a play too.
I mean, it can be,
they
but
would do that for a couple. Even like you said about Nicki Minaj, they was doing it about Nicki. Like, oh, she ain't selling out her tour. It's like
people
it ain't even started yet.
Tickets still available. Let me go grab them.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, let's get to. We can't do no more dancing around it. I mean, it was the biggest sporting event of the weekend. It been the crazy thing is for the last couple of weeks, of course, the up and downs and the he says, she says, and whatever the case may be, the discord behind it. Let's just get to the big dog real quick. I gotta play a couple.
Sure,
clips.
it's complete. How would you describe this moment?
I mean, I'm lost of words right now. I mean, that's what this team, what we went through. And I've been waiting for this game. I'm not going to even lie to y'all. I've been waiting on this game. I've been waiting for Caitlin Clark because what she did to me, I mean, it hurt me. I just say, get back.
This was an apology to yourself. What would last year's Raven say to this year's Raven as a champ?
Keep going. Keep believing in yourself. Even when people don't believe in you, nobody knows you better than yourself.
Oh, I guess for people who don't know who that is Raven Johnson. I get my only beef with. I mean, it's hard to have beef with Dawn Staley because she is producing a winning program. But dog, you gotta like she almost neutering these girls where they don't have no real personality. Because you can even. I mean, of course, she would say that on national TV, so they bleeped it out. But you know that they have it. Yeah, and she was ready to walk away. She just my statement was what it was. Nigga, that get back as a motherfucker. People don't know who y'all. I've been talking about fucking YBT Fat on here long enough. So if y'all don't know who that is, go Google that goddamn song. And that was John Morant first statement, his first game back. So that's my only thing because you need when we talking about star power, and I'm glad we even kind of leaned that into. That's the sad thing to me. I felt kind of bad for just everybody on South Carolina because it's like. None of them have no real. You can see they got personality. They want to show their personality because even just for her to sit here and had that on top of my head, like when they asked me, and people was of course putting her stats in the Joan and she went 1 for 12 or whatever the case may be. Cool, it don't matter. She strapped that girl to fuck up. Every time you seen that, when you seen that girl checking Caitlin Clark, she was in her defensive stance, hand in her goddamn face. Let's be clear. Caitlin Clark had 18 points in the first quarter. She only ended the game with 30. So that means the whole entire second half, nigga, you can break it down to however you want. Or matter of fact, for the next 3 quarters. She had 18 in the first quarter. She ended the game with 30. So, nigga, let's do the math on that. Like, don't sit here. But again, of course, I had to catch myself, and I understand it. Let me chill. And I had to teach some of the little white boys in the junk because even it was on this post, and people was trying to like drag her and was like they showed the Jonah her from 2023. And then let's be clear. I'm not mad at this girl for having that in the back of her mind because she said, "Dog, that shit hurt my feelings." Even in her post game interview outside of that one, because dog, that was a meme. And the crazy thing is, last year one of my first viral videos on TikTok was saying like, "Damn, how I didn't even know who this girl." I'm not about to say it like we talked about it on here. None of the girls in South Carolina got enough personality for you to actually know who they are. Even the same thing. Even I could even speak for Angel. Y'all know I love Angel Wilson. I mean, Wilson. Well, I'm fucking up my names, but y'all know that I love the girl to play for Angel. Angel Wilson. They play for the Las Vegas Aces, but she haven't realistically to me. People were just starting to even understand her personality, and I told y'all that was because of the rest of the girls on the team. It wasn't because of her, because all of them. Even if you watch Aaliyah Boston, and she was on the talking joint, like she was the driest one on that goddamn ESPN joint. Like, of course, and I'm sure they just had her on there because she played in South Carolina. So whatever case may be, they let her talk. She's well spoken, or whatever case, but it's too well spoken sometimes. Like the rest of them other 3, like even on ESPN, the 3 women who was doing all the ESPN commentary, they was calling them the new big 3. Like they was like, dog, they got their hype up, so they was building up their chemistry and their camaraderie, their little lingo that they was using on set. Excuse me, their handshake. So everything that they was getting people were buying into it. It was buying into it. Like they wanted to see them. Like shit, even if you watch any of ESPN programs today or even last night, they was having all three of them on it, or they had two of them together on the show or whatever the case may be, and kind of really still allowing them to highlight their personality. Because though I don't care what y'all say, you can be the greatest basketball player, you can be the greatest football player. If you don't have no real personality behind you, it ain't gonna sell no product, bro. Nobody gonna want to sit here and have no NIL deal. Y'all can sit here and say whatever you want about Angel Reese. That girl pissed with effortless with personality. Her personality is so goddamn big. It's nothing you're gonna be able to do with it. I'm just mad. I looked at the draft stock and she gonna end up playing with Minnesota somewhere. I don't even know who the fuck even playing on that Minnesota team, which could be a.
What's the name play there? Moore.
Yeah, but dog, let's be real when we talking about WNBA. Like that's almost like saying no, it's cool for Angel Reese because of course you can be the star power, you can be a big dog on that team immediately because of course realistically, I even thought about I'm like, damn, the Mystics draft before that they picking I forget who the
they probably don't need.
No, they definitely don't need her because they got the big white girl to play for the Mystics already, and they got the girl that's from here. She from PG County, the light skinned girl. I can't remember her name. She got the curly blonde bush. But and she got kind of injured towards the end. So I get it. Of course, realistically, they don't realistically need her right now. And I mean, that is one of the sad things about the WNBA, just because they don't have enough spots and they don't have enough and they don't have enough teams. But real quick, while we just even talking about that, just shout out to Don Staley because and again talking about just maybe 2 years ago when they won the national championship. What was that in 2022? And I remember we talking about her outfit or whatever the case may be. No, that jacket she had on last night was $5,300. I wouldn't wear it. That fucking shiny ass moon jacket, but that shit was $5,300.
Yeah,
and she had like some Supreme like low cut Jordans on or something with the junk like I think it was like I want to say it looked like it was a Supreme Louis Clab or whatever type of shoe she had on. I do want to play her jump because I do, and I was happy that ABC didn't, or what was the game? Was on ABC? They didn't blur her out when she was kind of like she was really getting into her. She kind of really was getting her religious bag.
She been doing it all week though.
Oh man, that lady they tried to do her dirty too with the transgender conversation. I like Plies' little situation he did.
You're one of the toughest to ever come out of Philly. We don't see these tears from you often. Why tonight? We serve an unbelievable God. We serve uncommon favor. Uncommon favor. Unbelievable. So good.
You got. I mean, obviously, you got to kind of some of them jokes you got to kind of
weird way
to really get into them. But I do want to play Plies. One thing I can say about Plies, between Plies and Charlamagne, those are two people, and we talking about like actual like famous people who are hardcore South Carolina fans. I don't know who a bigger fan is between Plies and Charlamagne. We talking about like actual real life celebrities who are diehard. So I'm not screwed the women's basketball and bouncing around like I do with teams and different players. Nigga, they are real live South Carolina fans. And like his
Eastern Standard Time. Sunday, April the 7th, 1:17 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Florida right now. Hear that right now. Sunday, April the 7th, 1:17 p.m. I want to dive in my car real quick and record this video before this South Carolina Iowa game even starts. I said, I'm going to pre-record it, and I'm going to post this video the minute the clock strikes 0 of that game. And I don't care who don't like it, who like it, but I'm going to post this video to show y'all how me and God communicate. Yeah, me and God. For the last couple of days, I said, boy, God is going to show me a sign. He going to send me something. He going to show me something to let me know before this game even gets started if South Carolina gonna win this game or not. And yesterday I was standing in my kitchen when the story broke about the reporter who came and asked Coach Staley what they asked her and the fake outrage some people seem to have about the response that she gave. I said, bingo, bingo. This is the sign that I've been looking for. What's the little square thing in your kitchen? The island, whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it. But boy, if I ask somebody at my house to see how I run around there, and yes, that's all I got. Yes. And I'm going to tell you why I reacted the way that I did. I said, because I know how God works. Before God bless you, he gonna take you through something every time because he's just testing your faith. He just want to see if you're gonna hold the line. And for the last 24 hours, all I've been saying, well, coach, all you got to do is hold the line, baby. All you got to do. And I know at 1:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Coach Staley gonna hold that line. Coach Staley gonna hold that line. I know too. I know she gonna hold it. So when I post this video, the minute that clock strikes 0, she gonna be a 3-time national champion. Watch what I tell you. And so I don't care about if you're on the left or the right or in the middle, how you felt about the response that she gave. Because the devil got what he wanted. The devil sent the promoter, the reporter. But God gonna get what he want too. Because Coach Staley gonna hold that line. I always tell you, the only opinions people like is the ones that they agree with. Coach, congratulations on being a 3-time national champion. I knew you was gonna hold that. 1:17 Eastern Standard Time, Sunday.
So for people who don't know what happened or what they were talking about, it was basically a news report, and Lo sent it to me. It was a news reporter asking her basically what did she feel, and this is crazy to ask somebody like
about trans.
Yeah, about transgender players. And I was like, damn, why would you ask somebody that in the middle like you wanted, like again when we talk about clickbait, algorithm and stuff that people want. Like I said, that's gonna be the last clip I play, and then we can get into the game and actual stuff, and even talk about the UConn game as well. It was just, oh my god, dog.
Coach Staley reacts to transgender women playing in women's college basketball.
Biological males in women's sports. I was wondering if you would tell me your position on that issue.
Like, why ask that question, though? This is the Final Four, dog.
Damn, you got deep on me, then.
And you know this woman is a super religious woman.
I'm under the opinion of if you're a woman, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa, you should be able to play. That's my opinion. You want me to go deeper?
No diddy.
Do you think transgender women should be able to participate?
That's your question you want me to
basketball?
ask. I mean, you want to ask. So I'll give you that.
Why
Yes.
you want me to ask that question?
Yes. So now the barnstorm of people are going to flood my timeline and be a distraction to me on one of the biggest days of our game. And I'm okay with that. I really am.
So again, like I said, shout outs to South Carolina, though. An undefeated season. And of course CNN caught some backlash because, and y'all know me, I tell y'all this a million times, I ain't the super smartest, can't spell, can't read. I'm not the greatest when it comes to that. So sometimes when I'm looking for headlines and looking for certain things to post, I gotta go get somebody else's headline, and I can talk however I want. I'm going my thoughts is gonna be my thoughts, but sometimes I just need let me see a headline. And I was looking, and I was just like, damn, why everybody gotta add Caitlin Clark into the joint? But let's be clear, I understand clickbait. I understand when we talk about Wale with the Asian doll thing earlier. I understand some names when they hit the algorithm, it's going to do something completely different. And I see it. One of the best algorithms, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Twitter. If you tweet one thing about somebody, I swear to God, you have to tweet about 5 different things to change your algorithm back to whatever you like. But if you liking stuff and you tweeting and you engaging with certain things, they gonna keep feeding you all the information that you want to see or you don't want to see. So what's going to happen? So I kind of understood what CNN was trying to do, but to me it was just a slap in the face. Like, dog, for the picture, they literally just won the game, and you sit here have South Carolina undefeated season, and you had a picture of Caitlin Clark was ridiculous. It was crazy as hell. But I understand it because I understand clickbait culture. I understand people gonna go with the familiar face, and I understand that she is the bigger story because realistically, we talked about it before. Nobody on South Carolina has no real big personality. Do they got better basketball players? We talking about complete basketball players? Absolutely. But do they have players with bigger personalities? Hell no. I'm sure everybody, and of course I was on I'm on Threads and I'm on Twitter during the game, and I'm watching what's the young lady name? Number 12. To me, people say she reminded me of Kyrie. To me, she reminded me of John Morant. She just can't dunk like that. And let's be clear before all the people who watch Super Highlights. Yes, it is a video of her dunking. What her name is, I believe it's Malika Wale. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. But her name is number 12. She played for South Carolina. As soon as she came in the game off the bench, you literally felt And people like, damn, why did you take her out? And I don't know. You can't, again, why you can't question Don Staley's method of coaching. No, she like won. She 100 and out of the last 3 seasons, she done won 109 games and only lost 3. And one of them was last year to Iowa. So again, when they talk about that revenge tour and that get back, but Camila Cardoso, y'all know I talked about her when they played LSU, like how she broke my heart. Nigga, she turned Angel Reese into a goddamn church. Like that battle, and I just like her. And you can tell, like, again, when I'm talking about when you watching people demeanor on the court, you can tell that they got some personality, but I can tell that Don Staley got that goddamn like Bill Belichick, Popovich type of discipline in that locker room, because you see they really don't show it. Like you could tell, like her, if you go back and watch or just even go on YouTube or any social media platforms and look at Camila Cardoso, her highlights, like that, her little smiles and little smirks that she give people when she get the little blocks or whatever the case may be. Like you see her run back and it's just like her little, she got her signature heads, like the red burgundy type of blend she got going on, and you could just see it on her face where she had that swag. You could tell she got that swag and that dog in her, and it clear as day. If you watch the games, you can see it. Like, nigga, when she on the court, it's a huge difference, like how she clog up the lane, and you kind of got to think twice about driving on the lane on her. So like I said, man, shout out to South Carolina. That, of course, for everybody, for somebody like me, I lost a lot of bread betting with, going up against Caitlin Clark, all betting with my heart. And then I was like, and again, real quick, I love when the team that you really want to win and they go down by 10. Same way I told you I did it during the Super Bowl when the Chiefs went down by 10. Because when they go down by 10, now the odds completely changed, because of course I told y'all about like South. It was literally all season, like they had South Carolina versus the Field or whatever, who would win the championship. So you couldn't get no real good bets unless you did like the bet I took. My original bet was South Carolina over 160. And I was like, damn, was it Marcus? I was doing that math. I'm like, damn, I need 2 more points. Like whatever the case may be, I don't care who get it. I need 2 more points. So they end up, the final score was 162. So I did win my money on that one. But then again, I got a better bet when they was down by 10. I'm like, oh shit, let me hurry up, log into my FanDuel, Joe. They down by 10. Let me hurry up and place another bet, because I watched the odds completely switch. Because now, of course, you know, they couldn't wait to sit here and give a favor to Caitlin Clark and them. And if you did watch the UConn game, I'm sure everybody that the call from the ref was heard around the world. Everybody from sports media, Twitter, whatever the case may be, every fan that was watching the game was addressing how they felt like at the end of the game, UConn the refs robbed UConn for the game, because you wanted to see. I mean, realistically, of course, for better TV ratings, let's keep it a buck. Everybody wanted to see Iowa versus South Carolina. The UConn jump wouldn't have hit as hard. So I ain't mad at him, but it was like, damn, when you watching the game and you actually see, especially for somebody who gamble on games, you're like, damn, look how easy they'll let that shit go on the other favor. And you seen it. If you watch that UConn game, you seen it. And shout outs to the young lady. Her name is Hannah Stokely, number 45, that played for Iowa. Tall, light-skinned girl, got to rock the afro. She rocked the afro bush like Lady of Rage. What is it? What's the Lady of Rage rock and stuff with the afro puffs? Yeah, she got the afro puffs. That UConn game, people, and that's why, again, my only beef with, I understand the headline, but if you actually watch that UConn game, nigga, Caitlin Clark wet the bed. I was like, damn, Caitlin Clark, why you ain't play like this when y'all play LSU? Nigga, she came out the gate 0 for 6 from the 3-point line. That Hannah Stokely, nigga, she carried that UConn game, because the 3 best players on that court, the 2 people that people came to see, you came to see Caitlin Clark versus Paige, both of them wet the bed and shitted horribly UConn versus Iowa. Paige did not show up. She wanted to get her, and me and Marcus talked about this for the last couple of weeks. The person who needed to show up the most was Paige. That Iowa game, she wet the bed. She didn't show up. And the 3 best players was the 2 black girls for UConn. I think one of them is, I think she entered the draft. I think I want to say it was the center. She had like the yellow braids in her hair, and she showed up like crazy. I think her last name is Edwards. It's her first name may be Aaliyah Edwards. I think her name is Aaliyah Edwards. I can't remember on the top of my head, but her jersey number, I believe, was number 3 for UConn. She showed up huge, and number 45 for Iowa, nigga. She had like 27 and something crazy. But of course, like I said, I understand how the media got to push the bigger headline. So of course, people kind of just went and didn't even give that girl no credit. And I did like the fact that Angel Reese was kind of even showing her love, and a lot of other people on social media who talk about, especially women's basketball, a lot of people were showing her love. She didn't have as a good game against South Carolina, because of course, like I said, Camila Cardoso, nigga, she's 6'8". It ain't too many people that's gonna have a great game against her. You just can't. Like, nigga, she's a woman, 6'8". It ain't too much. What can you really do against her realistically? It ain't too much you can do. But again, like I said, shout outs to South Carolina. Shout outs to Don Staley. That was a huge win. I won all my money. Every dollar that I lost during March Madness, I won that shit back betting with South Carolina yesterday. So I was happy as hell. Again, and like I said, of course, I had my jokes and my hate towards Caitlin Clark, but nigga, she moved numbers. She do numbers. You can't argue against the numbers. Having damn near 19 million people watch a women's basketball game. The men's game going on right now. We ain't talking about it. We ain't got the shit on. No, who gives a nobody don't care. But the biggest story that Purdue had all week was Gilbert Arenas shading the center for Purdue, saying that he will be a waste of a lottery pick because who he realistically, I don't know. I feel like you cannot teach size. Somebody 7'4", you can figure it out. Like, he ain't no bum, but I mean,
you ain't gonna waste the pick on him though. You'll waste the pick on Bronny before you waste the pick on him.
Damn.
Simple as that. Because who you
see, but that's because that ain't fair though. Because Bronny coming with a package deal,
right? But still, I will waste the pick on Bronny than waste it on him.
I mean, if we're talking business, of course, I'm with you. I can't. There's no way in hell I can argue.
But I
that.
feel like, even his sizing is not a significant deal in the NBA right now.
Only reason why I would disagree with that is shit. Look at the last time somebody actually beat the Nuggets was the Lakers, and that was when they had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee.
Yeah, but all right, but still, you don't need one. You don't need one.
You need one if you can't shoot. If you can't shoot the goddamn level of the ball.
But that's what I'm saying. So, what team really needs a big to clog up the middle? Nobody. Ain't nobody want that.
If you want to be Denver, you need it.
Yeah, but ain't nobody. Like I said, you'll draft Bronny before you draft him.
Like I said, I can't argue with that, but just because it's a package deal. So you get Bronny with a package deal. Again, that's my whim. That's the sports take. And I guess real quick before we get out of sports, shout out to Stephon Diggs. We ain't talk about that. That's why sometimes I be like, damn, it be so much shit that happened. If you kind of don't remember, you will forget it. So for people who don't know, Stephon Diggs literally got out of Buffalo for literally absolutely Nathaniel.
Stupidest shit I ever seen.
They literally let him go to the Houston Texans, and the Houston Texans is definitely going to be like, damn, the AFC going to be tough, dog. The Houston already made the playoffs last year, but now you're talking about adding Stephon Diggs and what was the running back that played for Cincinnati? Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, yeah. So you added both of them to the Texans that already made the playoffs, and they're gonna get their wide receiver who got injured last year back. Yeah, the Texans gonna be tough, though. I can't believe. I can't say I can't believe Buffalo traded Stephon Diggs because, of course, if you've been watching enough Buffalo games, or if you even seen the highlights of Stephon Diggs damn near blowing up on Josh Allen the whole entire season, even going back from the tweets when his brother was like, get 14 out of there, this and the third. So the writing was on the wall, but for them to get rid of him for nothing. But you got to think about it. If the Houston Texans is going to be a playoff team, you're talking about a 25 pick and a 26 pick. 2025 and a 2026, and they low draft picks. They're not even first round draft picks. They like the third or whatever.
No, that's what they get.
That's what you mean? That's what the Texans getting?
Mm-hmm. They're getting him and 2 picks. So they only getting the next year pick.
Yeah, see, that's crazy though.
Yeah, they only get, and that's the sad part. You traded you pretty much traded Justin Jefferson to Minnesota for Stephon Diggs. Because that was the draft pick.
Draft pick that got me. Yeah. So, but I guess realistically, 2 people who gonna be on the clock this year because of that. Of course, if we talking about out of the 3 people who gonna have the most pressure on them, of course it will. CJ to me will be number 3, but number 2 is going to be Josh Allen going to be number 1, and Stephon Diggs going to be number 2. Stephon Diggs going to have to show up when he played with the Texans, and he going to have to be able to leave all the drama shit. He not going to be able to whatever he pulled with when he was pulling with Josh Allen, he not going to be able to pull with CJ Stroud because CJ Stroud is like the darling for sports media right now. Everybody loves CJ, and you're not going to be able to pull that throwing the helmet and catching a hissy fit because one, you're going to be a free agent next year. So Stephon Diggs going to have to show up and put up numbers, and he going to have to be on his best behavior if you're going to want somebody else to pay you. And then Josh Allen now is like, all right, you done lost both of you done lost your number 1 and your number 2 receiver. You're gonna have to prove, are you really who you people saying you are, or was you just blessed with a superstar wide receiver? So we're gonna see. Like I said, Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, both of them will be on the clock this season. We're gonna figure out what's going on. But again, that's a sports takes. I know some of the women right now, they probably lost their mind, but I do know a lot. Shout out to the women who was DMing me and talking about the games over the weekend as well. Let that jump load up.
You seen 50 Cent told J. Cole call him? Yeah, tagged him.
Who?
50 Cent had
tag J. Cole, yeah.
Like, nigga, call me. Yo, Marcus. One more time. You ain't got no snacks, man? Yeah. What you got? I'm about to come. I know you.